out these members of the Poop Troop. Citizen Guardian, a fish is a nose life, my Aussie garden and kitchen, Dusty Data, Garden State Gardener, NASCAR Nana Gang, Ginger Ninja, Gray Man Prepping, Buttercup, Viper, Bob 942, Mama Bear Prepping, Gardener Josh, The Big Blue House Homestead, Prep Forest, Sandra Moody.
Hey everybody, and welcome to this edition of Wide Family Fun. This after party. What is up? What is going on? And I shared the link in the chat. Hopefully, it went through. I was having some issues. I just put it in there. So if it's not there, please let me know, and I will put it in the description of the chat. Sorry guys, I don't know what's going on. I think it's YouTube, but it's acting pretty funny tonight. So oh Lord. I know that Ginger Ninja was having a problem with being a member. So I don't know what's going on with that. Hopefully she re-ups. We appreciate all of our members here. I don't know what's going on with that. Why it didn't. See, it's not putting it in the chat tonight, guys. If you want to be on the show tonight, the link is going to be in the description of this chat, and it's going to be there right now. Give me 1 second. I apologize, y'all. This is some crap. They really need to get their crap together. Okay, sorry guys. It's in the chat. And Viper, I'm sorry. I'll send you the link on Facebook. It's just being a pain in the butt. I got a little bit behind because Bob was talking to me. So otherwise I think I would have already shared it. Oh cool, you found it. Thank you. Sorry. For anybody else that wants to join in, you can, and you're blank again, Viper.
God, why?
I don't know.
I don't even use OBS. Why is it doing this?
I don't know. It's like an override.
It's not even on. Like, the program's not even on. Let me turn it on.
It's acting funny.
What the heck?
You just caught the biggest June bug you'd ever seen, huh? Interesting.
What the hell, Melon?
Y'all
Melon
liked my interview with Bob?
Yeah, that was sick. That was a good
Yeah,
one.
he's a pretty good dude. I don't know what's going on. It won't let me share the link in the chat. That's kind of frustrating because that's what the after party is all about.
Dumbass, stupid webcam.
I'm just not liking this. If you guys want to join, hit the description. In the description, there is you do have to show your face. I'm not gonna play around with that. You do have to show your face to join the chat, unless I already know you and I know that you're not gonna be some freaking pervert. There you go. And I put it in there. I can see it. But
nope.
I don't know what's up with it. That's kind of a not cool for my channel. I can tell you that. Thank you, YouTube. Um, yeah. So, what's up? Anything going on?
I'm not gonna say what I'm doing, what I'm buying, but I'm trying to buy something on Amazon. My wife's birthday present.
Oh,
But
okay.
you already know what they are. I'm just
Thank you,
trying to.
Uncle Al, for
I don't.
joining us.
I don't have Prime, so I'm trying to find one where
Hey, did you get the link from the chat or did you get it from the description?
I got
me.
it from the chat.
Okay, cool. Because it
Oh,
wasn't showing up, so that's why I wondered.
oh,
Yeah,
now it's in the chat.
yeah. It happens sometimes. Okay, let me show you what happened.
Uh-oh.
This is a tomato from my third garden. I keep two of my gardens quiet. The patio garden, I experiment on plants.
He keeps them
Not
quiet.
tortured. Experiment.
What do you mean by quiet? Are they loud?
What?
I said, what do you? I love you, Uncle Al. What do you mean by quiet? You keep your garden quiet. Are they loud?
No, I don't tell people where they're at or where
Oh,
they
okay.
look like
Gotcha.
or who's helping me garden. Third
Gotcha.
garden, I rent out a plot of land from a truck gardener, and he does the work. I just supply the goods like seeds for these tomatoes. Okay, look how nice this came out. It's one of the heirlooms.
Nice. What is that? A blush tomato?
Yep. See the
I
color?
can barely
so
see it because
good.
of the color, but yeah, cool.
Yeah,
It looks more like an apple. That's freaking
it
awesome.
does.
It really does actually. Almost a peach. Well, not really peach, but
Not peach size. Peach size are smaller, but I grow these so he could sell them. I got my basket. I'm going to get another basket. I had 24 tomatoes.
Nice.
I put some on the windowsill to ripen, and when I came back, like, where's that? Effort on my tomatoes. Guess who stopped by?
Oh my god. Seriously?
Seriously, all my
In the
nephews
chat,
say,
somebody said
Uncle Alan got
William
the
ate
tomatoes
Oh
because
my
they
god.
already know what these blushes taste like. When they bit into them, it's like herd of locusts. Just came in, cleaned everything out, and like I'm back to one tomato and the few unripened tomatoes in the refrigerator, which I keep hidden. All my ripe tomatoes, other than the ones I had a tomato sandwich because me and Pomelo Pavera are Southern boys. Homemade mayonnaise, wheat bread, and ripe tomato. Okay, come back in the kitchen. Look on my windowsill. Supposed to be 12 tomatoes up there. Look over there. It's barren. It's like ghost town. There's nothing there.
And they just left you one tomato.
No, this is the tomato I hid.
Oh my god.
so they left them none.
Oh my god, that's horrible.
So I'm going back to my friends. You see, we sell these tomatoes. Guess how much we're getting for a single tomato, this size and this color?
I
Near
don't-
perfection.
Wow.
$4.95.
Oh my god.
You have to see the food prices nowadays. Organic and heirloom are going up because last farmers market, I'm not kidding. You've seen the price of carrots. We're talking the big carrots, not like, and here's Courtney's carrot.
Oh, you making fun of me, Uncle Al?
No. If I was making fun of you, I'd just pull it out. And here's Uncle Alan's carrot. That's making fun. Because you see my daikon video, people
Yeah.
like, but the icicle radish is only supposed to be like this long, and it looks like I'm wielding a baseball bat.
Why is this so complicated?
What?
I need to find something. I'm looking for my wife's present on Amazon. Her birthday is next Thursday, so I needed to get here before next Thursday.
With
And
Amazon?
and everything else is like either a day before or after, and I don't have Prime.
I know.
So since I don't have Prime, I can't get it in 2 days. Ow.
Yeah,
Oh,
I haven't
that's
taken up my carrots yet. SHTF engineering.
Did you feed him milk?
No, not those ones. This is my carrots that I grew, not competition carrots. I haven't pulled those up yet. I'm leaving them in the ground to let them grow a little bit longer.
What you do is you take a cup of milk and you give each carrot a teaspoon.
Yeah.
And then wait when you pull them out. Like, damn, Uncle Alan was right. Look at that. Has muscles. Try to beat me up. I'm not getting out of this ground. Bunch.
Oh, these are the wrong ones. Dang it.
Fishes, you need to get your crap together.
It is together. It's just. You
I
know.
forget which side of Florida does fishes live on, east or west?
I don't know.
Because west part of Florida is getting pounded with 80-mile-an-hour winds. My friend who lives down there on the west side, he saw a boat came up the street.
Yeah.
I'm
Uncle
surprised you have
Al,
internet because
is
of
that?
everything that's going on.
Oh.
And your hair looks good.
It's
Thanks.
a Lime
That's
Ricky.
Ooh, I can get it by Friday.
That
What is
looks
that?
like it's
Lime
radioactive.
Ricky.
It looks like a radiator fluid kind of drink.
Lime Ricky does look like a radiator fluid. Mr. Burns drink
a
it.
lime-
It was
What
a
is it?
very popular drink during the 20s in Florida.
I need to get
Oh,
Prime in
I'll have to
order to
look it
get
up.
this 2-day.
But this is
Thanks,
virgin.
Court.
This
I
is
don't
virgin. It doesn't have alcohol in it.
Oh, what's the fun in that?
See this? Blush tomato.
You did not grow that. You grew that,
No,
Uncle
I
Al?
got to grow it for me.
Oh,
Okay.
that's a nice.
It's a
nice
nice one. Guess how many tomatoes I got left?
One.
Out of 24 tomatoes, I had it. I told Courtney and
Oh my
Viper
gosh.
early.
Oh, Gardner Josh. Wow.
I put it on the windowsill to ripen a little bit more to get it nice and soft because it's
Yeah.
a little bit green. It's a blush tomato. And when I came back and look on the windowsill, all 12 tomatoes are gone. And I'm looking around like, do I have really big rats? Find out my nephew said, Uncle Alan got blush tomatoes. Raid, tomato raid.
They took them all. Oh my
Yeah,
god.
so I have to go back to my friend's garden, get another bushel, 24 tomatoes,
Oh.
and do this all over again. And
Wow.
this time I'm keeping the doors locked and 38 in my back pocket. We
There
ain't
you
touching
go.
these tomatoes. It's like, it's bad enough when the toilet
He shoots
paper
his-
comes.
He shoots the nephews. Pa, stay away. Pa, pa.
Get away
Get
from
away
the
from my damn
tomatoes.
tomatoes.
It
Or
was
better yet,
bad
he just-
last year.
He just shoots the tomatoes themselves.
Hey Bob, the link is in the description again because it wasn't showing. So you
Or
can
the
come on up.
tomatoes eat the nephews.
No, because last year when we had the toilet paper problem,
Mm-hmm.
who's the only family member who has 24 cases of toilet paper?
They came and took your toilet paper too. That's not
Yeah.
right.
Because I buy the big Kirkland package
Mhm.
unit.
Yeah.
I had 5 of those. That's 25
Oh my god.
packs of toilet paper. Hey, Bob.
Hey,
Yeah, I like
Bob
that. New
knows what I'm
t-shirt.
talking about. That's why we keep quiet about our gardens. Your nephews or neighbors come by. Oh,
Mhm.
that looks really good.
Mhm.
One left, Bob. Out of
All right.
24.
One year, my mom thought
Right
it was
on.
funny to give away some of my cucumbers. She like comes over. It's my uncle. My great uncle lives down the street, right? They
Yeah.
come over, and I don't mind giving them tomatoes and stuff because those are always plentiful, and we have tons of those at the end of the year. It's not that big of a deal. Give them
Yeah.
some garden tomatoes, some lettuce, whatever. And my mom's like, "Oh, she has tons of cucumbers," and I'm like, I just look at my mom like, "Why are you giving away my
Not
cucumbers?"
the cucumbers!
That's a big no, because that's my favorite thing to eat.
Mhm.
Right.
I have mine ready
This
to
year
go.
I've been fighting with, because I do plants in pots because
Mhm.
I'm experimenting. And here at the, I'm trying to think. Here at the patio garden, I experiment fertilizers,
Ah,
weed
come
killers,
on.
certain chemicals to keep the plant strong so I get a better genetic strain.
Mhm.
And usually if you do cucumbers in the pot, they don't grow straight because there's a fungus variant and a gnat will cause them to curl slowly.
Mm.
This year I have one perfectly straight. That's 5 years working on a cucumber strain.
Wednesday.
So they're not straight. Does that mean you got the seeds from San Francisco?
No, that means you have either a gnat
that's so wrong.
Bob. I'm not kidding. With this type of, it's common in the Philippines
I heard that.
and Japan. if you got this gnat, you probably get white fungus.
Mhm.
And if you get that totally,
Oh, I
it
found them.
kills the cucumber plant. Totally,
Mhm.
just kills it flat. I'm going to see if I got one still in the ice box. I'll be right back, folks.
Hey,
Okay.
Viper, you asked one of the best questions I have ever been asked, and about decorations.
Nice.
No one, even my own family, asked me what
I have to pee. I'll be
ribbons I
right back.
got. You know,
Nice.
nobody's ever asked. You know,
Yeah.
Cool.
and would I do it again? Yeah, you bet I would. You bet I would. A lot of times was really lonely and sucky, but you know, that's just how it is.
It's part of the game.
It is, yeah, because you enlist alone, and you end your enlistment alone. You
Mm-hmm.
know, I remember being in the barracks during Thanksgiving and Christmas, and you know, mm, nothing, nobody. You know, I think that happened quite a bit, but it's just part of it.
Garner
Okay, what do
Josh sending people pictures of his big tomatoes. Oh, tomato. I didn't see it. It said singular. Okay. Then it sounds fine. I thought, hoping it would weigh 3 pounds. Shift Engineering was saying his wife gave away like a lot, 3/4 of his red potatoes.
I
Oh
like it
my
when you're
God.
I like it when you're around Viper because you can talk about street smarts and street crimes. I can too with you because you understand what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Most of the other people in the broadcasts and comments on the videos, they just don't understand, you know.
Mm.
Yeah.
I try
Like
and
where
stay out of that area. It's further from me, but it's not too
yeah.
far east of me.
Mhm.
So
You know,
we
when I came
just
to
don't go there.
America, I moved to New York, right? From Europe to New
Hey, Rocky
York.
Mountain High.
And I was 3 years old when I came. And when I started school, I was like, I think I was 4.5 years old when I started school in the US.
Yeah, yeah.
And I was the only like white guy in like a 90%, 95% black school because that was
Mhm.
the community. And the rest were Italian. So there was a handful of Italians, that were lighter color.
Hey, Butchko
Yeah.
And,
family.
I
Good to
was
see you.
I was always picked on because of my color.
Mm.
Yeah.
And that was just what it was. And the neighborhood we lived in, we literally, if you could imagine like Beverly Hills and the hood, like the
Mhm.
ghetto across the street, that's how we lived. We were literally the first street north of where like the ghetto, like the hood would start. The buildings behind us, we called them the 40s because it was on 40 near 40th Street. So we called them the 40s. And it was all buildings from there all the way down to Manhattan. It was all, we lived in Far Rockaway, but from there all the way down would just be buildings. It was always like that. But from our street north were all houses. And we lived, in a nice 2-3 story house. My grandfather had the Cadillacs. My dad had the Firebird. And so people really were jealous. And,
Welcome, Suburban Hillbilly.
Hi,
you
Suburban
see
Hillbilly.
Yeah.
these high-end cars and nice house and kind of I wouldn't say a crap neighborhood because I mean it's all the same really. I mean it is what it is. And people really look, I wouldn't say down on us, but they targeted us, you know what I mean? Like, oh, you white boy and da, 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 da. And so I learned street smarts from that.
Yeah, I get it.
And
I get it.
and as the years went on, keep in mind I'm a kid. I'm learning this as a kid as I'm growing up. And when we left New York, we moved to Arizona. Um, it was a whole different atmosphere, completely different. It was more country where we lived. It was, you know,
Mm.
it was nice. But I went to school like 20, 30 miles south because my dad was the manager of a huge mobile home park, and literally a mile away was my middle school or elementary. I don't even remember what it is. It was 6th grade. And I went there, and now that school was 95% Hispanic,
Uh-huh.
all Spanish, Salvadorian, Mexican, Guatemalan, you name it. And
Mhm.
so from there, I learned the Latino street smart, you
Yeah.
know, and that's when I started learning Spanish as well. And I kind of grew up on that for a few years till I moved to California. And then when I moved to California, the school I went to there was in Malibu. So, all the little white rich kids and everything, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah. I
so
get it.
my whole life I've been exposed to that kind of, atmosphere. And I was talking to my wife about that last night. It's like I could get down on anyone's level. Like they see me, this is how I am, like how I'm talking to you right now, but I'll run into some guy in the street, hey, what's up? And I'll be like, oh, nothing much. What's going on, man? Like, I instantly like click with people because I know what mentality the people have, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I do.
And so it doesn't really bother me. It doesn't really scare me. Like I go in the hood and I'm like, whatever. Like it's just, but I know what to do. I watch your back. There's a lot more details.
Yeah.
You
Yeah. I
gotta watch your
understand that.
pockets. You gotta be
Mhm.
aware of crowds. You can't be. There's a lot of other things that come with it. But
Yeah.
Yeah.
I started learning that stuff when I was older. I grew up out in the country
guys.
farming, and yeah, one thing I learned about the big cities overseas is I learned this from my wife. You don't walk on the sidewalks.
Hey, Bushcraft family.
yeah,
You walk in the street. And I asked her, well, why do you do that? She says, you're in Manila. And she says, you might get pinned against a building and get a 45 stuck in your ribs.
yeah,
Oh,
because you're right
okay.
there.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
And then
Yeah.
another thing is when you're walking with a woman, you always put the women on the inside, and you always
Yeah.
walk towards the street. A lot of
Yeah.
people don't know that little,
Hmm.
tidbit.
Right. No, I try to find my cucumber that I placed and wrapped and put away.
I
You
love
guys
you,
see
Uncle
this
Al.
if I put this up to the camera?
It's worse than vermin. I go
Tilt it a
look-
little bit. Tilt it towards. There you go, and bring it
That's
closer.
Gardner Josh's tomatoes.
Turn it to your left a little bit.
Oh,
Actually,
that
click
looks
it.
good, Josh.
Well, touch it, Courtney. Click it.
It's going to be another 3 weeks before it ripens.
There you go. Oh, that's beautiful.
Yeah.
Right
Yeah.
on.
When I try to find the cucumber,
Yeah.
I'm looking around like, where is it? And I guess who struck again?
Hey, guys.
It's like worse than rats, At least
Family.
rats leave you something, and then my nephew's like, we're out of groceries. Might as well stop by Uncle Alan's house.
No,
and
we
clean
didn't lose
everything
power
out.
today, Bushcraft. I'm really surprised we didn't because we got a nasty storm, but we didn't lose power.
Yeah. You're all ready for the mega storm?
Not here.
It's going to be a lot cooler
Um,
in a couple of weeks.
well, that'll be good for us. Then we don't have to run the AC.
No, we have to run the AC, and so does Bob. We're going to cook.
No, it's only 65 here. We only had 2 days of hot weather. That's it.
I'm going to have like 3 weeks of hot weather. Today's lowest temperature is 109. And when I went outside about a half an hour ago, still 99 degrees.
Wow.
And everybody says, Uncle Alan, you got to drink water. You're old. You're going to die soon. I'm looking at them like,
Hey, Angela. Thanks for
I could
coming.
live throughout anything. You guys could die from anything. If somebody sneezes, you die. Oh, I
I'm
got
gonna-
the red dragon.
I'm going to die in Bangkok from
Old age.
exhaustion and dehydration. A smile and $100 bills in my hand. So that's how I'm going to die.
Well, you better get there
on your
soon.
on your rocking chair, smoking your cohiba, right?
Yeah. Hi, Joe. Joe comes in.
Hey, Joe.
Joe from Garden State Gardener.
I shouted
You better
out
get
my-
there
oh, the
soon,
video.
Bob,
No,
because
no,
way
shouted
hyperinflation's
out my
work.
video now.
Sorry.
Well,
Sorry, Courtney.
I guess it's either Pattaya or Phuket is open for tourism now. Yeah, but
It's
yeah,
Phuket. Patia's closed down again.
yeah, I haven't been there yet, so I don't really. don't-
My friends who live there says the royal family, the government, the communists, everybody's infighting. So you got to pick an area where they're not infighting, so you don't get like
Gardner
Mrs.
Josh, if
You
you're not
idiot
weirded out,
hits
you
you
can
with
add me on
a
Facebook.
I think what we'll do, and when Mrs. and I are living in the Philippines, that's when we'll go travel to Thailand and different places.
I
Because
go Vietnam.
if you buy your tickets there, it's only like $100, maybe
Right.
$50. A round trip from Manila or Cebu to Bangkok and all that. It's really cheap.
Yeah.
Man.
I always recommend if hit Singapore. Singapore's nice and
Yeah.
clean, first class all the way. You think you try to do crime in Singapore? Think again. Unless you're
Singapore,
one.
the one that the hospitals are so clean, the Americans go over there and have their
Yeah.
surgeries. Yeah.
But if you got caught with dope or anything they don't like, chewing gum,
They
you
don't
could
like
get
chewing gum?
caned, whipped,
Wow.
shot, hanged, or
Yeah,
beheaded.
there's the Philippines is opening for medical tourism, and so is Thailand, a couple other countries, and they really do good work. Just like Mexico on the border, there's a lot of medical tourism over there because you just pay cash and you walk right in,
Yeah.
and they assign a nurse to you 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, and
So their hospitals are real nice there?
oh yeah, they are.
Huh. That's
Mhm.
cool.
Yeah, half my stripper friends go down there. Just don't get the butt implants. I keep
Thanks
telling
for
her it
that
looks
tidbit.
horrible. I'm looking at it like it's lopsided.
Well,
Who did
Fishes,
your surgery?
You
Dr.
did. You
Garcia.
had the idea, didn't you? You wanted to get butt implants.
Have you ever seen
Who?
them go when they go wrong? They look like frisbees that
Yeah. It looks
they're
like a pancake deflated in there.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
it's weird. I can't explain
Yeah.
it. Like it literally looks like a
knows what I'm
frisbee.
talking about. That
The girl that flips it on her butt.
Yeah.
Yep.
The place I would like to go
You
see
guys
is
watching on the
Indonesia, Bali,
Yeah.
Indonesia. But a couple that we know, he's American, she's Filipina.
All right,
They
I'll
went
do
there.
this.
They went to Bali on vacation, and when they were leaving,
Molly.
the police in Indonesia are very corrupt, man. They're really crooked, and they grabbed his wife's passport. She's a Filipina, and he was passing through and going onto the airplane, and that's my wife's friend. They grew up together in Davao, and she waited for that 1 second when he set the passport down, the Indonesian cop. She grabbed the passport, jumped over the ropes, grabbed onto her husband, and got on the airplane. Because if she didn't do that, they'd hold her for ransom.
Yep.
Gosh.
Yeah, that's why wife and I was talking about Indonesia, and she told me that, and I said I've heard other horror stories. No thanks.
Right.
I ain't going.
Because Bob knows what I'm talking about. Overseas police. Pakistan is one of the worst. Because I tried to do Christian missionaries. Try to do Christian missionaries in a Muslim country. I'll never do that again. I have so many stupid people with me. It's like, we're going to die. I'm going to see Jesus firsthand.
Yeah,
Because I hate Pakistan with it. Because the police are worse than the crooks. Because there was a serial killer, but somebody got the word of God to him, and he felt bad, so he turned himself into the national police. And the local police says, yeah, we knew him. He was a serial killer, but he's so nice, and he helped with the kids and stuff. Yeah, that's why the kids are all disappearing.
Hugh Kitchen,
You
I
don't-
think he meant like get your malaria shot.
Yep.
He didn't mean get the new fancy dancy red dragon.
Nah, I don't
Cool.
trust those things because I'm allergic and I have to be careful.
I have
Hey,
shares.
Suburban Hillbilly. I haven't seen you in here. Thank you for coming in.
I have shares.
Shares.
Yeah, and Donald Trump was responsible for that because he had his own YouTube channel, and at the end of all of his broadcasts, he had all these logos at the bottom of his videos, and
$61.
the wife recognized those logos, and those were all pharma logos. And I went, you know, we noticed it, you know, and we started buying into the parent companies and the grandfather companies and all that. And I just said, "Go, baby, go." And she's got like I told you, she's got a master's in business, and she just turned around and started buying shares. And oh boy, life's good now. I made a video a couple years ago and said, you know, start buying shares into this stuff right now. This is the opportunity of a lifetime. Every government in the world is going to be buying these pharmaceuticals. Man, you should have heard the haters. Oh my God, man, haters! You know, how could you? How could you support? Yeah, like that. And it's like, how could you support? How could you support the pharmaceuticals when you go to the hospital and you've got pneumonia? Yeah. Okay, you're going to get an injection for, and when you need stitches, the pharmaceuticals go into your skin to right dental work. Pharmaceuticals will save your life. You know, duh. And we've got this pandemic coming up, man. Buy into those companies. Oh man, oh baby.
Because Bob and me knows what's going on in the real world. If you don't back certain businesses, or China will take over, and that's big pharma's biggest fear, because China produces crud.
Yeah, they do.
And those big companies that still have their businesses here in America are making a fortune. And everybody that complained about big business, I tell them, you better stop listening to the idiot American education system, and you better learn the real world, reality. Because if you don't, because me and Bob been overseas and we know what we're talking about, if you don't get on the boat, sorry, this is politics. I'm sorry. But if you don't get on the boat.
I was waiting. Correct me. Go ahead.
Sorry, Courtney. I'll talk back to gardening after I finish with this rant. If you don't get on the boat, and Bob knows about it, and I do, but I took a vow of poverty so I don't deal with that because it's giving me ulcers. I mean, bad ulcers. If you don't get on the boat, a lot of people give a lot of people bad advice about things they never did. I keep telling people, if I meet you and you sprout this stuff, I swear to God, I'm going to pound some sense into you. Because this is all crud from our educational system who went socialist and Marxist. This is why living God hates CRT. And everybody says, but that's against racism. No, CRT was developed by racists. Got Ku Klux Klan. Read your history. And they're all shocked and look. And I said, double check it. And they looked at it. You're right. Henry Ford backed it. Adolf Hitler backed it. Mussolini backed it. I swear to God, I need a...
Okay.
I don't want to curse and get... I know. Get a heart attack. I know. I don't want to die on Courtney's live stream.
Yeah, that would not be good. We don't want to see that either, Uncle Al.
I have a bunch of memes about it, you know.
Oh my gosh. It'd definitely be a very popular channel.
Yeah, it would. Oh boy, it'd be a billion hits overnight.
Yep.
Uncle Alan dies on Courtney's channel, filmed at 11. And here's the meme. And I can see it in every cafe cup is me going. And here's the meme of Uncle Al dying on Courtney's channel.
With that mallet.
What?
You need a t-shirt of your face with that mallet like that.
Like that one night you cannot replicate that, like if you tried. But that one night his camera is off and Courtney's like, I'm gonna turn on his camera, and it was perfect timing. He's like, ah!
Hey, Duck P.
He's got a box of tricks on that table. I'm telling you, he's got everything and anything.
Oh yeah,
for sure. I'm still looking to see if I got an email about, you know. Yep. Our special tool.
It was interesting for my morning, you know, and it was about 9 o'clock in the morning, and Mrs. is still in bed, so I went to check on her, and she got a text that someone covered for her while she got some rest because she's been working mass crazy hours. And she comes down, she makes me my sandwiches, delicious. Because as soon as she'd make a sandwich, she'd go, "There's the love." That makes it even better. I'm telling you. But we got something to eat, and her phone rings, and her 357 is ready to pick up. So it was an awesome morning. We got to go get a brand new
I
revolver.
saw your video on that. You popped a cherry.
Popped his cherry. I cut the price tag off
I
of it.
saw
It's
it.
brand new. Yeah, so I was busy on Amazon ordering holster for it and some speed loaders and
You get
new grips for it.
oh
You
nice.
know, yeah. She'll probably squeal at me because I wasn't supposed to spend too much, you know. But oh well.
You changed the the sights or no?
No, but I already ordered weeks ago some springs to reduce the trigger pull.
Oh
Right.
nice.
Those were shipped today, and they're not here yet. But I do that with all of her handguns. I make sure that
Mhm.
she can operate it really easily and accurately, and all she does is go out like picking flowers. Oh, I like that one. Handle it, Bob.
Are you going to get her a carbine with it or not?
Oh, we have a carbine. Yeah.
You have a 357 carbine.
No. It's a 45 auto carbine.
No, that's good.
Yeah, that one's pretty much my daughter's rifle.
Hey,
If
baby.
anything happens, you know, and it takes
The
the same
Marlin, right?
Yeah, it takes the same magazines as a 45 auto. So that's, you know, I put a
Hi,
new
Justin.
stock on it and all that stuff. So
Did you get what kind of holster, like leather or Kydex?
she wants a Kydex holster for this one.
Uh-huh.
Now this is a compact revolver, but it's solid stainless, so it's kind of like a belt. It's a belt pistol
Yeah.
rather than concealed. And I said, "All right, I'll handle the belt and you want a Kydex
Oh
for this?"
my God.
And I said, if you want a concealed holster, you
Thank
pick it
you.
out. You know,
Yeah. My friend that
What-
passed away, he had a 357, the
Rocky
the
Mountain
short
High
one.
is a poop troop member, guys.
Hey, hey.
Awesome.
Ooh,
Yay.
ooh.
I need one of those
Um,
clap machines.
Yeah, Corny's video just got longer. Um,
Thank you for joining the poop troop, dude.
but yeah, he had a 357 Magnum Silver, and it was a short one, the stubby nose, the short
Yeah,
nose.
that's kind of what this one is. Yeah.
Same one like yours. And
Mhm.
oh man, it was so nice to go out and mess around with it one time. And then one day he was tight on money, and he offered it to me $400.
Everybody give them a
And
poop troop salute.
I had an issue where I was tight on money at the same time, and I wanted it so bad. But I couldn't buy it. I didn't have the money. I just couldn't do it. And he ended up selling it somewhere. I don't know. He ended up selling it for what he paid for it. But I always sometimes I think about it. I wish I would have got it. Because now that he's gone, like, would have been a cool little memento. But yeah, that it's a fun one.
Yeah.
Yep.
She's already got a 5-shot revolver, a Smith 642, and the frame is aluminum, and the cylinder is stainless. And we had some problems with it because when she goes target shooting, dude, she's like throwing lead, man.
I think it's because of my vision.
And
I
so
wear
this
contacts,
one's
and I
this
have
one's-
glasses, but I can't hit a target. Maybe if it's a gun that you don't really have to necessarily hit the target, you just
See,
spray.
that was
I
me
can do
with
that.
me with my 12 gauge.
Yeah.
When we were
Yeah.
shooting the 12 gauge, I was aiming. I was using the sights at the tip of the. I'm like, why am I using this? Like,
keep both eyes open, both of your
Yes.
eyes. Don't close one eye and do all the.
No.
Keep both eyes open. Stand with your feet apart, with 2 hands, and watch the target. Bring it up close when you're first learning, so you can see the holes form, and you can make micro adjustments while
Yeah.
you're shooting. But keep
Oh,
both
Josh
eyes
gave you
open
10
when you're
bucks.
starting.
Thank you, Gardner Josh. That was super
Aw.
nice of you. I really appreciate it. You are such a sweetheart. Thank you so
Mhm.
much.
For
a
sure.
lot of people flinch and close their eyes when they pull the
Right.
trigger, and that's
Yeah.
a problem. You can't do that. And
Yeah.
one thing I have, my eyesight's not 100%.
Yeah,
And
I
oh no,
I
mine's
always
Mine's
wanted
not
to get
anymore
that eye
either.
surgery, but
yeah. I would need laser surgery because my right eye I can see very far and very near. My left eye I can see fine, but I can only see close. It's more closer on my left eye. So when I
Yeah.
shoot something and I try to hit that specific target, I'm always off to the left or the right. And I've learned that with my eyes being like off center. You know what I mean?
Mhm,
Because
mhm.
my right eye is my main dominant eye. And so a lot of times I'll close my left eye to focus with my right eye. But at the same time, I don't want to do that because that's poor training in case of something, whatever happens.
Just do
And
whatever works for you, dude.
that's
No
yeah,
matter what, you know.
that's what I've been doing. Like I would just
Mhm.
I would put a target out and see like, okay, I want to hit that. Boom. Oh, I'm off to the left. So I would
Mhm.
aim right and I would be center. You know what I mean?
Mm.
Yeah,
It's
yeah, I got you.
and it's not
Yeah.
the sights that need to be sighted in. The sights are fine. It's
your
my eyes that need to be
Mhm.
sighted
Yeah.
in. And
Your
so I have
hand-eye
to
coordination. Yeah,
yeah,
I
I
get
have
you.
like a sniper, I have to calculate, you know, um what is it called? Uh
Kentucky windage.
Suburban hillbilly. And really,
longevity, is it that?
it doesn't matter if you have a
Horizontally?
rifle or a shotgun, to be quite
Mhm.
honest. It's honestly whatever you feel comfortable with. If you feel
And
comfortable with that,
mhm.
then you're
Yeah,
a lot
I
of
yeah.
like a
people are like,
badass
"Oh yeah, get
shotgun.
a
Oh,
shotgun."
I like a shotgun.
Get
Give me a
get what you
shotgun
want.
and a revolver. You know.
Get what you have
my
practiced in and what you feel
oops.
comfortable in, because
my
in the
Mhm.
end, that's all that's really gonna matter.
And
my
Right.
12 gauge.
practice, practice,
Yeah,
practice,
big time.
practice, 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 practice. Yep.
Because
My
I
Bob
wish you
knows I
guys
used to
seriously
work.
lived like 5 minutes from me because we have a shooting range in the back. So
That's
it's so
awesome.
yeah, it's so much fun, man. Oh,
my
Hmm.
my brother and his sons came over and we were shooting in the back, and my husband bought what are those legal explosives? Tannerite or
Tannerite.
Tannerite.
Yeah.
Yeah.
oh, Tannerite.
So
Yeah.
he got that going, right? And so my husband thought it would be funny if you put it like a double dose in one of the targets. So he put like a really big dose in one of the targets, and my nephew was shooting, and he shot that target, and I mean, literally,
Wow.
it shook
Boom.
my uncle's windows down the street. So my uncle comes up in his gator and
I
driving over the
dig that
road.
stuff.
He comes up in his gator. He's like, "What was that?" And, and really, like my nephew was
Mhm.
just thrilled. He was
Yeah.
like, "Oh my god!" He's
Whoa.
like, "Does that happen every time you shoot?"
I
He's
did
so
that.
excited. It was like awesome. It was a good
Nice.
moment. It really
Yeah,
Uh,
that's
was.
cool. That's
It
cool.
was
That's why I like to take my family to an indoor shooting range because there's all these explosions all around
Yeah.
you,
Yeah.
and they don't flinch anymore. They can load their own magazines with those small loaders and clear their own jams now. They don't hesitate. They know
Hmm.
exactly what to
That's
do.
awesome.
That's the best way to train because
And
when they
another thing,
first
I'm
started
sorry.
going in there, they would jump. Somebody
Mhm.
Yeah.
pop
Pop,
off the
pop.
44
Hmm.
Magnum, and they don't do that
yeah.
anymore.
We
I
go,
feel like that in a 357.
Oh,
When
357s are nasty, man.
when you shoot that, like you can feel that in your chest.
oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
it makes your gums bleed.
You can shoot a 38 in a
I'm still
357.
laughing.
And
Sorry.
38 is a little less because you can shoot a 38 and a 357. The bullets.
Right. That's what I'm going to
Give
do
you a
with
little less
Mrs.
power.
Hmm.
But the
Yeah.
357, man, when we're shooting that in a gun range, people are like literally like
That's,
what
you
is
know,
that?
that happened to me.
Hmm.
That happened to me one time.
Me too. Me
We
too.
go to an outdoor. We used to. We go to an outdoor range, but it's set up like an indoor range. So you're outside. It's not so like, indoors. You're more outdoors, but you still have that indoor range. You have the aisles and people shooting all crazy next to you. And one time I remember my friend brings out his 357. I had my 380, my 45, right? So, and his 9. And so we're shooting, pop, 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 ping, ping, pop, pop. And then I'm
Boom,
like,
boom, boom.
I shoot my 45. I shoot my 45 and it's like, bah, like loud. He shoots his
Mhm.
357. Boom. And then the guy, like on the other side has a 50 and it's like, boom, like a 50. Oh my God. It sounded like a grenade went off, and I was like, because I shot at the same time, and I was like, what? I looked at mine, I'm like, what the hell? I look at my friend, like, what was that? And he's like, I think somebody's got a 50. I'm like, you think? So I like, bah,
Mhm.
boom.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
an
it's
A and
loud.
850.
The best thing I
Yeah.
ever seen for a Desert Eagle, I was watching. I can't remember the name of the group. They're in Louisiana and they own a firearms facility, and they modify and make guns. What is that name of that company?
Red
Anyway,
Leg.
Yeah, something like that. I couldn't remember.
Yeah.
They had a huge show on TV.
Oh,
daughter-
I remember that.
Yeah. And the daughter put a buttstock on 50 cal, like a Desert Eagle. That was the smartest thing because most
That's
women,
cool.
most
Very
women
cool.
can't handle a 50. I mean,
Yeah.
it takes a lot
Understandable.
of work to
especially
handle.
especially as a pistol. Like you
Yeah.
get a Barrett or a BMG, like that's more rifle is what I'm talking about. A rifle 50, that's one thing, but a pistol, hand pistol 50, oof. And when those
Yeah.
things go off, what I like about them, that ring of fire that comes out of that.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that ring is so cool.
I don't know
I
if
think-
Bushcraft family got shut down or not. I have no idea. I
No,
just
you're
remember
not.
the daughter put a buttstock on a
Oh,
50.
the LegArm Company was closed down for two reasons. Everybody was complaining about too much gun stuff, and the other thing, the dad was caught molesting his youngest daughter, so
Oh my
he's serving
God.
time in prison in Louisiana.
Red Jacket. That was it.
Red
Yeah.
Jacket, I remember that. There was another show that I liked.
No idea.
Yeah, he did.
my
He did. Yeah,
God.
Courtney, I remember that. That
Oh,
There's
was.
secret perverts everywhere, aren't there?
Mhm.
Secret-
Yep.
Yeah, they are.
There was another show. They were based out of Colorado, and I liked that one too. That was a good one. They
Oh,
were
Son
family-
of a Guns.
Yes, Sons of Guns or something like that. And they had like tax problems, so they got shut down. But
Right.
yeah, and they would build some pretty awesome custom stuff, man. Like
There's two cartridges I would like to have in a carbine rifle, maybe a 357 Magnum. It's far more manageable when the muzzle is that far away from you,
Yes.
not
Bob-
right in your face, you know.
Bob, there's a
Yeah.
YouTube channel called Demolition Ranch, and
Yeah, I've seen it. Uh-huh.
he shoots a 357 Magnum with like a 3-foot barrel, dude. The same one like you have, but the
Mhm.
barrel is like 3 feet long. It's like the silver rod just sticking
Yeah.
out.
I would like to also look into maybe a 44 Magnum rifle.
Oh, that's a good one.
And I got the opportunity to shoot a 454 Casull back in the 90s. That's a beast, you know. It was a 5-round, you know. They're expensive bullets, but my buddy's dad had it, and he handed it to me, and I mean, a 44 Magnum, 2 hands, 454, 2 hands, and let that thing go up over your head. And I cleared the chamber. I handed it back to him, and I said, "You know what? If they could chamber that for like a lever action carbine rifle, now
Oh,
you've
that would
got
be-
something."
That would
Right.
be
just-
beautiful.
Yeah,
Oh,
I'm just
okay.
trying to figure something out. Find
One
where
thing-
that email went.
Okay.
One thing, Bob, I was going to mention earlier when you say train, a lot of
Look for it
times
later.
what people don't train on is single hand shooting.
Someone is
Oh, yeah.
mentally deficient.
When you
right
have
now,
to
because
do
I will
when you
start
have to do
taking some
tactical shooting and you have to
Mhm.
hide,
but-
you're not always going to stand up with your 2 arms and spread legs and shoot
Correct.
every.
Yeah.
You have to rapid fire, and you're in an emergency situation, and sometimes you have to do it by one hand.
Yeah.
Or somebody's holding you back or something. You
Yep.
have one hand,
Mhm, mhm.
and
We're-
you have
we're-
to develop
Yep.
that wrist
Yeah.
the
strength.
women
I gotta
in
make
my
those.
house are at
Not
that
gonna lie.
point right now where they can just right from the waist with one hand. And
Yeah.
you know what the freaky thing is? My wife shoots the very, very best is I'll put a jacket in the crook of her arm like she's carrying her purse walking out of the hospital.
Nice.
And she can't holster the pistol, but she can lay it down in front of her, and she'll put a jacket right there. Dude, she's like lethal. I mean, seriously lethal. One hand, pop, 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 and just walk them right up the center mass. You know, like, damn, girl, proud of
Yeah.
you. You know,
That's not easy to do from the waist. You know, your
No.
eyesight's up
and
here, and your waist.
when
Yeah.
you-
and she just
well, when you take a concealed carry class,
Mhm.
or any whatever, that is part of the test.
Yeah,
is
they
you
do
have to
train
shoot
you.
from your waist. And so
Oh, okay, good. Because
yeah,
I
you
need
have
to.
to learn how to do that.
And a lot
Yeah.
of times, what people don't do is they'll hold your gun like here. You have to hold it up here, and then that way you're always,
yeah.
because some people have it here like loose, and it's good to. It was hard to explain, but it's a training
Right.
thing.
You know what we do in our living room? We haven't done it for a while, but we've done it quite a few times. Is whatever she's carrying, her everyday carry, I'll have her, we have both our pistols unloaded, and she'll holster it in her Kydex, and I holster mine in my open carry. And I want her to know exactly where that pistol is, and she'll walk out and she'll dress exactly like when she leaves her work, scrubs or jacket, and we'll go, okay, we'll both stand side by side and we'll shift left. That means about 3 steps to the left, grab to the left, draw your weapon, aim at that point, and we'll reholster, shift right, draw your weapon. And she doesn't even have to look or feel for her body. She knows exactly where it is.
Yeah.
Right that way. And we do that over and over and over and again and again and again,
Yeah, there's a lot of little tricks like safeties. When you have them on your holster and they're safety, you got to remember when you draw it, you got to unsafety it because it's not just gonna do it on its own,
Exactly,
Right.
exactly.
And that's why me and Bob likes revolvers, because with automatics, people have to be trained from condition 1, condition 2, condition 3.
Mhm.
And in the Air Force, we were always condition 3 because I had idiots shoot their right foot. And it looks bad when I have to fill out 15 pages. Why did he shoot his foot?
Well, I believe that's
because he
Go ahead.
reached into the holster, and I keep telling the guys, no finger in the damn finger guard. It's supposed to be on the finger guard, and you draw it out and you fire your weapon.
Use that trigger.
These idiots, they're so excited. Oh, I could use my Beretta. Reaches in.
Bah.
First thing they grab is pull the trigger.
They're lucky they shoot their foot off and not something else.
I had one shot a truck. I had one shot a copter. I had one idiot.
Oh my gosh. What?
God.
What? Ow. Ow.
Come on.
Ow.
What? A copter? He would have been in a lot of trouble.
Yeah, I know. I was there during the
Holy heck.
Co-15 and full. Bob knows what I'm
Working
talking
on the
about. In Class
chain.
A.
Gang.
Right. I was there in Class A's explaining why this idiot in my squad did that.
Oh my
And
God.
it's like, I'm going to kill him. Swear to God, if
No.
he's not going to Leavenworth, I'm going to kill him.
That's another.
Go ahead. I was going to ask you where the URL is on my channel. I can't find the freaking thing to put in the email.
You have
I
to
only got-
go in the settings.
I only
one-
got in trouble
Wait,
once at the range, only once, and there's a reason why the range officers wear a 38 special, and because if you don't respond immediately, he'll shoot you. That's the way it is, And
Oh, Suburban Hillbilly, you must be a female. Sorry, I didn't get that at first.
Yeah, I've been shooting since I was a teenager, and I'm really used to it. But I was slack and I took both my hands and put one hand on the post and just waiting to shoot, and I'm bored. Man, that range officer came right over to me and he yelled in my ear, "If you take your hand off that weapon again, I'm gonna throw you off this range." Okay, enough said.
Right.
Yeah.
My next one, and I've been eyeballing it a lot. I did a lot of research on it, and I'm not gonna get it here. I'll get it in Tennessee, and I'll probably get a better one. But I'm wanting to get a Glock 19 and or 17. But I think the 19 is better because it's more compact than the 17.
Yeah.
And I think that would be a good carry weapon, and as well as there's no safeties on those.
Yeah, look into the Ruger ECS 9S. It's very compact. It holds 7+1.
Yeah.
See,
That's an awesome pistol.
That's what my Ruger is.
Grateful
I have
President's wife uses that.
Basically,
I have a Ruger 380, and that's pretty much, it's small. It's as small as my phone. It's super
right
tiny.
now during the time of the ammunition
Oh, let me guess, shortage because everything's short.
I guess you would say.
Is it really?
I'd really want to look into like non-odd numbers. Like I would.
9 is the best, in my opinion. 9 is the most common.
I wouldn't get anything weird right now.
Yeah, that was why I was quite surprised when my son brought home a 10mm.
God, that's expensive.
Yeah, but he's the best shooter in the house.
9 and 40, I think, is like the most common. 9 and 40, and then if you start going in rifles, the 5.52s or
yeah, he's my son. He surpassed me a long time ago. That guy is absolutely Yeah, I don't have to worry about him being backup. I've been teaching him since he was a kid. Guard the women. That's your duty.
Yeah.
Guard no matter what the women do, you put yourself between the women and whatever the threat is. And man, he's got several firearms, and he surpassed my accuracy, just
Good.
hands down.
That's awesome. I wish I could be that
Oh,
accurate.
Bob,
My vision.
next time your anniversary comes up, when you take your wife to Vegas, go over to my friend's place. They have a big, I forgot the name of it.
When you going to
Yeah.
Vegas, Bob?
I don't know. Mm.
They have a big tank in front of their parking lot. Go in there, tell them Uncle Alan sent you there, or Uncle Al. They know who you are. Have about $2,000 in cash, and you go there, and they'll smile. And they'll send you into a special shooting range, and you'll see
Yeah.
you fill the Japanese full auto. You can shoot any kind of automatic you wish.
Yeah. That was there back when I was stationed there. Yeah, you could go there, shoot a Thompson.
Yeah, Vegas is
you
pretty
know.
like that.
Mm-hmm. But if I spend that much money, where's all my cocaine and my what? Oh, sorry. Where's all my?
Sometimes the
I'm gonna
ladies
spend.
get
I'm gonna.
protection from other ladies though.
Yeah, that's
What are you gonna
true.
do?
Mhm.
Yeah,
Okay,
and your
I
wife
have a
might be
quick
getting a
question.
loaner from the machine gun range.
Courtney,
Where's
turn your
Bob
mic up a
now?
little.
Channel ID. Is channel ID the same as channel URL? No. Right?
No.
The channel ID number is going to be like something weird.
It is
Right.
weird. Okay, so if I'm in settings, holy crap, I
There
cannot
should
do
be a
this.
URL in there somewhere because
Turn your mic up a little, Courtney.
it's going to have you be official or something. It's going to tell you to make your
Hmm.
channel official.
There you go.
So you have to verify your URL or whatever.
Yeah, I'm doing it for that one that thing I paid for.
This wasn't supposed to be a gun chat tonight, but I do
Sorry.
like talking about guns. But YouTube has a fine line,
Mm.
and so I just
Mhm.
never go there. And
I
I guess
get
as
you.
long as you're not talking about it in violent manner,
No.
stuff like that, then I
No,
guess
no,
you're
no. We're
okay.
just we're enjoying the Vegas nightlife.
Mhm.
Right, Bob?
If I spend all my money, at the range, where's
No.
the money the girlfriend money gonna come
You're
from?
right. I'd
You know, you
buy.
gotta
I'd
Go to
buy
the
stuff.
21 table. We're running.
Yeah.
I'll show Bob how to run a
No,
21 table.
Two.
I don't
two.
gamble. I don't gamble.
Two of
Oh,
mine.
it's not gambling. I'll teach you how to do it. They should have taken down all my photos from 10 years ago.
All right, you go to the tables. I'm going to watch the ledge dancers. They're all 20 something, and they are hot.
I've always wanted to see a real Las Vegas showgirl show
Yes.
because, believe it or not, due to bad hype, I guess it was, but Showgirls was one of my favorite movies. Freaking loved that movie.
Cat.
And I've always wanted to actually go to a live showgirl performance, but I've just never did it. So.
You know what? I had the most fun on Freaky Fremont when we went there. The wife is exhausted, so she just goes to sleep. We text each other when she's hungry. I was having the best time in my life because I like women of color. I flirt with them and they respond really nicely. And I remember there was 2 or 3 of them. I was flirting with them with a big old thing of cerveza in my hand. Pretty soon, I'm dancing with these three women of color, and they're
Bob.
shaking and jiggling, and I was having a blast, man. Where's your wife? I know you got a wife here. I'm just looking at you, honey. That's all.
Yeah, but you got to be careful, Bob. You know, from the Philippines, and me and Bob knows this, but we could tell what they are. And a lot of you youngsters don't. Right, Bob?
Yeah.
You mean whether they tuck it or not?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Well, I can tell. I can spot them. Like
the younger ones now.
Did you ever
are
went to
much
the
more
Heart Attack
camouflage.
hamburger place or Dick's?
No, we went. I went there last time on Fremont Street, and I had the first time I had White Castle slider hamburgers. I'd never had them before. I am an addict. I'm an addict for little White Castle hamburgers.
Hello,
man.
everybody. My name is Bob.
I'm a White Castle junkie, and I'm sober today or whatever.
No, White Castle's great Fremont Strip, and the Fremont Strip is wonderful. And there's Dick's, the Heart Attack Restaurant, White Castles. There's a couple of places I keep telling my stupid nephews.
Good cheeseburger.
Those are
sounds so
gay
good
bars
right now.
and
Oh, they
tranny
are.
bars. Get away
Dude.
from there.
I am a cheese. You guys out there, I don't know
love
if you can see me,
cheeseburgers.
but I am a cheeseburger addict.
I am too. I love
have
it.
you ever
Love
have
it.
you have you ever had
Love it.
Tommy's?
Mhm.
Mm-mm.
Oh, if you guys ever come here,
I
go to
want an
Tommy's.
In-N-Out burger so bad.
Mhm.
Eh,
I also want a Wahlburger. Okay, I've never been to Wahlburgers.
well, we don't have those
Oh,
out here.
yeah.
Those
I'd
are
like
in
to try
Connecticut, but
Wahlburger.
there's one in Cleveland, and it's
Oh,
only like an
awesome.
hour away from my house. I've always wanted to go, so someday I will eat at Wahlburgers.
Just make that trip, honey. Just
Well, when
get in
you-
the car
this
and
is a
go.
Bud
Or-
Light Seltzer Mango Mai Tai.
Courtney,
It's
whenever
alcohol
you come
beverage.
down here,
Really?
I'll treat
Really?
you to when you
Well,
come
yeah.
down here, I'll treat you to In-N-Out and Tommy's. You can't go wrong with the chili cheeseburger,
Yeah.
like with
That
chili
sounds
cheese
so
fries
good to
and
give
raspberry
me
iced
a
tea. Mm.
I'll be right back, guys.
Okay.
Okay.
Courtney's drinking. I'm gonna have one too. Why not?
Yeah, it's zero sugar. That's why I'm.
Bob's Rainier is
Mine's
zero sugar.
alcohol.
Robin is doing it.
Fish is
That's
like
good.
80 grams of sugar, but it's zero alcohol.
Mine's zero all the way around.
You got Playground?
Wait, what
Who's
happened?
rebirthing?
I don't know. There's an echo. I think
There's
it's
an echo
Bob.
because Bob set he set his
There,
headphones
that's
near
better.
the
The speakers.
microphone.
Yeah.
Up
Okay.
in the-
You're drinking it's
Come on,
Italian
you got this.
sparkly water. Pellegro?
Pellegrino.
Yeah, Pellegrino.
Yeah.
Yeah, say that. You say it better.
Pellegrino. You gotta
There
say it like an Italian.
Pellegrino.
Pellegrino. It's Pellegrino.
Yeah.
Yes. The plain
But
one.
if you can't get it where Viper is, I got a Wahlburger. I have a Sonic Burger. I have an
Oh my
In-N-Out
God.
Burger. But the In-N-Out Burger got firebombed, so you got to wait a couple months
Oh my
when
gosh.
they get rebuilt. But we have Burger Row. It got every fast food burger place you could think of over there.
Oh, if I'm telling you, Courtney,
Oh,
I really
cool.
hope you come down here before I move. It would be nice, because I bet you I'll move and then whatever. But if you come down here before I move, we're gonna have like a road trip party. Like it's gonna be
Yeah,
we go-
we have to visit Uncle Al.
that's the point of it. That's the
Mhm.
ultimate
And on the way
mission.
to Uncle Al, we'll go to In-N-Out.
We'll bring him some.
We'll bring you some In-N-Out, okay, Uncle Al?
Now
Mm.
I'm taking you over there because I know how
know-
they're set up.
For
Oh,
us,
okay.
for us here, like when I heard about In-N-Out, when I first I heard of it, it's like okay, In-N-Out. It's like Carl's Jr. for me. It's like In-N-Out's In-N-Out. So I'm used to it. What's rare for us is like going to Sonic's. Sonic's out here is like
It's
going to
so
Whataburger for you.
confusing.
That makes me want to pee.
Sorry, Courtney.
That was me. I said that.
Uh-oh.
Courtney's nice and young. She doesn't have to, she doesn't get that. Unless maybe
Fishes
Sorry.
said she had to pee,
No,
Bob.
that was me.
Oh, sorry. I'm sorry.
Meanwhile, she drinks.
Yep.
No, that sound makes me want to pee. I said,
Yeah, hitting the
Los
bottle.
Strovia.
Look at that lemonade. That's some good lemonade, no? Some apple juice.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Rainier
Apple juice.
Apple News.
Washington State apple juice. is
Apple
exactly what
juice.
it is.
There you go.
right under
yeah.
Uncle Al. It
All
might be a
it.
specimen.
All of it.
When I was younger,
I'm not putting it underneath. Oh no, it's
Wait,
warm. Stop
Uncle
that.
Al, we found your urine, Uncle Al.
oh my god, there's the missing specimen.
Damn it!
It's been
I
so
should
long.
have. I should have waited till next year.
They
Damn it!
shipped it to Bob's house. No wonder.
Oh my god, I'm totally rechanging the title of this chat.
We
We
found
found
Uncle
Uncle
Al's urine found.
Bob drank it.
found safe. You got to write found safe.
Al, you like asparagus, don't you?
Uncle Al's urine
No.
found safe. Bob consumed.
Bob drank it.
Oh, that's so gross.
Bob
That's asparagus.
It's good for you.
beer.
Full of vitamins.
Bob consumed it. Hey, have you ever seen like Dumb and Dumber when they pull over because the cop pulled them over, and he's like,
Oh, that's so disgusting. Yeah.
You just get the hell out of here.
I wouldn't drink that if I were you.
I wouldn't drink that.
You'd shut your mouth if you knew it was good for you. And he swigs it. He takes a swig.
Mm-hmm. Classified as an import.
I love that.
Yep.
I love
Oh
that.
my god, that was great.
Mm.
That's too funny.
I like movies that make my mind numb.
I do
Like,
too.
I just like to
Caddyshack.
watch and laugh and like, oh, and then I forgot about everything
Mhm.
in the world
There's-
at that moment for that
Yeah.
hour to watch that movie. You know what I mean?
There's a French actor that I absolutely love, and he's from like way back. I mean, he made movies in the 50s and 60s. Actually, one of the movies he made, I believe, was in the late 60s or mid 60s in France, is still the #1 movie to this day. Like, it's such an amazing movie. Nothing has topped it. But anyway, this actor's all his movies, it's like they tell a story, right? There is a movie story to it, but it's so funny along the way that you just don't think. You just watch this movie and you know what's going on. You follow the storyline, but you don't think like, oh, what's gonna happen next, or you're just enjoying it and laughing. There's nothing to think about. It's so good. It's just great fun to watch.
Peter Sellers was a lot like that.
Yeah, he
Right.
was.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed his Pink Panther series, man.
Exactly. There's
Oh.
a scene in one movie he did. He's like, it's during like German occupation in France, and so
Mhm.
they're walking towards the country trying to escape the German occupation line, and this guy, he's not an opera. What do they call those? The masters for musicals? The guy that
Conductor.
a conductor.
Conductor.
Yeah, he's a
Thank you.
conductor, and when everything happened, he left in his conductor shoes and pants, whatever. So they're walking down this country, and his friend, he's just normal, right? He's just wearing casual whatever, and they're walking down this road, and he's like, dude, I can't walk. He's like, he's limping, right? He's like, can I borrow your shoes? Like, can we trade? And he's like, what's your size? And he's like, it's the same as yours. Like, but the way he says it in French, it's hilarious. It's like, what shoe size are you? And he's like, I'm your shoe size. Without asking, without knowing, he's just like, I'm your shoe size. And then the big guy wears the small shoes, and the small guy wears the big shoes, and he's like, oh, now that feels better, and he walks off. And the other guy's like, wait for me. Like, you got to watch it. I'm explaining it. I'm killing it by explaining it.
Right.
Right.
That's good visual comedy.
Yeah,
Mhm.
it's great.
I really
Yeah.
enjoyed that one episode of the Pink Panther where Clouseau dressed up like a dentist because they needed a dentist at the
Do you need the
castle.
room? Do you need the
Yeah.
room?
Yeah, that
Yeah.
was good. Does your dog bite?
I need a room.
I thought you said your dog does not bite. That is not my dog.
Or the monkey. A minky. A
Yeah.
minky.
Do you have a license for the monkey?
Right. Or his manservant comes out of the closet and tries to
Oh,
Kettle
Kato!
cook.
Oh my
Yeah.
god!
Kato,
Oh my
not
god! Yeah,
Oh,
he's
those are
finally
great.
he's finally gonna score, and Kato crawls inside that gigantic bed. Not now, Kato!
And they destroy the house like every time.
One of my favorite scenes is when he dressed up like a dentist, and he got called to the castle where Chief Inspector Dreyfus, the bad guy, was in the castle. So they crack open the nitrous oxide, and they're both high,
Oh,
and
I
they're both
remember that.
laughing, and his costume starts
Oh, the
melting.
nose melting scene.
Yeah,
That's the
and he-
classic one I remember.
and he reaches in to pull a tooth, and Clouseau pulls a tooth out, and he goes, "You pulled the wrong tooth.
It's for the wrong dude.
That's got to be that's Clouseau. Kill him."
Those are great movies.
The only time Peter Sellers played straight was in Casino Royale. He played James Bond. It's like the most straightest non-comedic
Yeah, it's weird,
acting
huh?
he did. And he got the girl, which was Ursula Andress, but unfortunately
Oh.
got machine gunned by the android.
The problem is solved. I say that a lot. I'll say that. You'll hear me say that a lot. Like I love saying that. The problem is solved.
you
sound like
you
Marvin the
speak
Martian.
French, so you could really add to
Yeah.
it. You know.
I can't do a French accent, dude. Seriously, I am terrible. I can't
More
do
New
it.
York.
Yeah, I can't do New
my
York.
my all-time favorite scene is when
I'm starting to slur my words a little more
Chief,
now. I
Chief
notice.
Inspector Dreyfus has been in the insane asylum for 2 years.
Mm.
Later that day, he's going to go before the review board to get released and go back into the public. And Clouseau shows up to give him a few words of encouragement, and that slapstick that followed, where he hits a croquet ball and it hits Dreyfus in the head, and he falls in the pond.
Oh yes.
And he reaches in with a rake, and the head comes off of it. And oh my God, that you know.
Like who thinks of this? You know what I mean?
I
Like
know.
think about the writers and the creators of this. And imagine the cameramen and all the people behind the scenes, like behind the camera. You know, all the extras. You
how
can't
could you
help
not
but laugh.
I know especially when he's giving him mouth to mouth, and he's out with the bad air, in with the
good air.
Out,
That's
The old lady walks
To
up
the
with a
board.
purse and hits him on the head. You know, pervert.
Yeah, and then he shows up to the board,
Pervert.
and Dreyfus is like,
Oh yeah,
And
he's
he's
out of it. He's
like
that. Back in the asylum you go. You know?
Yeah.
I like when he sees Clouseau and he starts like, and he starts like twitching like, like
Yeah.
when he thinks
Oh,
about
thank
it. Clouseau.
The end scene when Dreyfus is chasing Clouseau around the grounds and kill him, I've got to kill him, and the doctor
he's gone
sees him from the
crazy.
window, and it's like, back in the asylum you go, buddy.
See, they don't make stuff like that anymore.
No.
Like,
No, they
those are
don't.
just. Hey, remember the scene when he goes to that indoor party and he loses his shoe in the little river thing, water canal thing that's going around the. There's like a little water stream going around the house, and his shoe starts floating away. You don't remember that?
I don't remember that one, no.
And he's like walking around, and I think he had to take his shoe off or something, and I think he set it down or something, and it's on water, and then his shoe starts just floating away.
Hey, what do the French think about those movies? Do they find it insulting or funny, or what
I
do
don't
they think
know.
about those?
You're
you don't
asking
know?
the wrong. I
Um.
haven't been there since '89, and I was 3 years
Mhm.
old, so
Oh, I got you.
I don't know. I mean, my family's French, and we love those movies.
Mhm.
We think it's just comedic, like it's good fun. It's not insulting, in my opinion.
Okay, good. I didn't know if they would
The
get
one-
upset about that.
The one Pink Panther that I'm like, you tried too hard is that newest one with that one guy. I don't even know his name.
Oh,
Is that
Steve
Mr.
Martin.
Bean?
No.
Steve
Yeah.
Martin.
I'm
Yeah, I
sorry.
didn't care for that.
I'm sorry.
He just didn't do it. Yeah.
No. You tried too hard, and in my opinion, it doesn't have that same taste. Like it doesn't.
right.
Not for me.
Like the
Mhm.
classic in Shot in the Dark. That was the first
Yeah.
Pink Panther series. It was so funny because he got stuck in a nudist colony, and he's trying to rescue the blonde girl, and he says, "I only have a guitar behind me," and
only have a
they're
guitar.
trying to sneak out of the nudist camp, and they're trying to cover up with a guitar.
Yes. Oh, wait, isn't there another one where there was like a stolen painting, and he finds it, and then he's trying to avoid talking to. I can't remember. They're on like they're having like a wedding or something,
Mhm.
and he's trying to hide with the painting. You know what I mean? And he realized he's got the stolen painting, or I don't know what's going on, and he doesn't want to be caught with it or talk to specific people, and that was a good one.
I enjoyed.
Yeah, it was fun.
I enjoyed Bean too.
Oh, Mr. Bean is a classic too.
Oh,
yeah.
man,
And he's still
man.
going. I think he's still running. I think he's still doing it. I'm subscribed to him on Facebook, the Mr. Bean, and they do shorts and stuff like that. Like, oh, hilarious! I used to watch him as a kid all the time.
You
Right,
know that the actor, he's actually a professor in Cambridge.
Yeah.
extremely intelligent man,
Now-
but he plays
I
a
didn't know
fool perfectly. Yeah, he's extremely intelligent, but he
So let me-
plays a fool. Yeah,
Let me tell you something, Bob. You know that show, that British show, Top Gear?
I don't know that one.
Is
You
that
know,
with the
ta-
cars?
It's a car.
Yeah, it's with the
Yeah.
cars. It's a British show called Top Gear.
Yeah, we
And
watch it
at
sometimes.
every show, at the end of every show, they interview like a celebrity of some sort, and the celebrity does a couple laps around their test track, and they see what the best time is and where they are on their little pole, right? Well, one show they interviewed, I forget his name, but they interviewed Mr. Bean, and he does his it's funny to even watch him in the car because he's making all
Mhm.
these funny faces. So
Oh,
they
yeah.
interview him. Now this, you'll see where I type Bob when I do that, because they interview him and they asked him like, where did you come up with Owen Atkinson, that's his name.
Yeah.
Where did you come up with that line, Bob, in your movie, da, da, da. And he's like, oh, I don't know, I was just a Bob. And the way Mr. Bean says it, it's just hilarious. Bob.
Bean.
Yeah. It's Rowan Atkins.
Yeah.
Bean.
He played Doctor Who in a charity special. Also, he played another TV series. I forget.
He did a James Bond
Yeah.
style.
Yeah,
Johnny
he did.
Dangerous.
That was a good one. That was a
Yeah,
good
That
one.
but
was-
Rowan
that
Atkins
was.
has two
Everything
doctorates.
happens by accident, but it works in his favor.
Right. Rowan Atkins has 2 doctorates from Cambridge, and he does teach over there. And a lot of people doesn't know that during Top Gear, and most celebrities can't drive stick. And Rowan Atkins is laughing like, wait until they get to see me. And he hops in and he makes funny faces. He used to drive those little race car things professionally when he was younger. So he just goes in there and cams it up, and he just whips it around. They're looking at
It's
him.
funny because he's doing like 115 miles an hour on the track, and he's just like, meh. Like, he's just like, meh. Like doing his typical Mr. Bean stuff.
Back
like,
in the saddle again. This is no big deal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But his
Yeah,
face
because he used to race. Because Rowan Atkins used to be a big racer when he was younger. That's how he got his college money to go to Cambridge. He used to race during the weekends. Yeah, I'm not going with the girls. Give me the prize money. Keep the milk. And he would go to school.
Hey, Bob, do you have a room? May I see your basement?
As Zimmer. Oh, you want a room?
I want a room with the jergens and
Oh gosh.
I need the jergens in my basement with the popsicle. That's the best you're gonna get out of me. I can't do better than that.
In his basement.
This basement.
In the basement?
You can tout de suite Jergens popsicle.
Oh,
Night, Joe.
Jergens
Tout de suite.
Tout
Bon
sweet.
appetit.
Bon appetit. Jergens popsicle. Oh, that's the wrong.
Say night to Joe. He has to leave. So
Oh, good night.
Aw.
Oh,
All right.
Uncle Joe.
Bye,
Good night,
Uncle
Al.
Joe.
We love you. Poop
No,
troop,
I'm
brother.
still here.
Poop troop.
I'm still here.
I know. I almost said Uncle Joe.
Oh man, yeah. See, I have all the
25
movies. I have all the Pink Panthers. I have a ton of movies, but I love the old school movies. There's, some of the new ones. It's like, it's hit or miss with me. It's
Yeah.
if I like it, I'll buy it. If I don't, meh, I don't care for it. Like,
When I was younger, I had an obsession with Alfred Hitchcock. I've seen.
Oh boy, yeah. Mhm.
oh, you want to know a trippy story, Courtney? Alfred Hitchcock, because you're talking about like scary stuff. Remember Tales from the Crypt?
Yes.
That was filmed in my dog job that I worked at for 10 years, because prior to that it was a film studio,
Oh,
and
wow.
they grew marijuana plants on the second floor, and it was a film studio on the first floor, and Tales from the Crypt was filmed on the main, like they had a,
Interesting.
it's crazy because on the show you don't notice it, but all it was a hole dug in the ground. It was like a foxhole, that's what I call it. It's like just a hole dug in the ground with this one little puppet, and that was the whole show. That's all it was. It was pretty cool. little fun fact.
Slapstick comedy is all about timing.
Right.
It's got to be timed just right, and the reaction to the slapstick. That's what it's all about: is the reaction and the timing. Those Pink Panther series, they had it down, man.
No,
They
it's
were
perfect.
really
Right.
It's
good.
perfect. It's honestly it's perfect because you can tell nowadays if they tried that nowadays, like I said, like that new Pink Panther they made. I personally see it. I see through it. Like you're trying to be. Hey Bob, watch! I'm gonna fall down the stairs. Bump, bump, bump. Oh, ow, that hurt. And people are like, oh, and I'm like, how's that funny? Like
Yeah.
like, that's not
I,
funny.
the perfect timing was one scene with the Pink Panther where someone knocks on the door and a guy hands him one of them big cartoon bombs,
The
a big
bombs,
black, yeah,
Acme.
and he's standing there talking to
Goodness,
Kato,
Nick
and the
Acme.
fuse is like, and all of a sudden, boom, he flies through the wall of the old lady's apartment next to his apartment, and she's so sick of him, she starts just wailing on him with her cane. He hit the floor. He's in a mess. What? Get out of my apartment.
But she's so nice to Kato. The old lady sees Kato. Oh, Kato. Hi, Kato. Would you like a plate of cookies? Yes, we
a lot
hate
of these,
Crusoe.
a lot of these movies, sometimes and most of the time they use it, is improv. And
Oh, I believe it.
when
Mhm.
they
Yep.
do that comedy
Mhm.
improv and it just
Mhm.
sticks, oh, it's the best. Like you would never know, but it's so good.
Yeah, when they get a crew that really knows how to work
Yes.
together, the improv can be the very best.
Yes,
I used to have fun doing improv when I was in school.
it's
Whose
the
line
best.
is it anyway? I
That was
love
good. I
that.
missed that show. My favorite one was when Ryan hit his head on that where Drew Carey would sit, and
Yeah.
in the
Yeah.
front at the time, because we didn't have LEDs and stuff like today, they had neon tubes, glass tubes, and it
Oh
said,
yeah.
the square neon, and in the middle it said, whose line is it anyway? Well,
Mhm.
Ryan was acting a scene and he's walking and pop, he hits his head in that table because they're doing like a magnet scene. And he
Mhm.
was magnetized to Drew's table, so he hits his head on the thing, and it pops, and it sparks, and he's like, "Ow!"
Smoke coming out.
Yeah.
My favorite movie of all time is by Mel
Yeah.
Brooks. Mel Brooks used to write for everybody,
I thought you were
including
winning.
Clouseau. And I like Blazing Saddles cracked me up because it has so many inside jokes because they have the first black sheriff. And that man is a nice person. What do you mean that? That is a nice person because they couldn't say the N word. So they were saying
Yeah.
nice all the time. Nice
Mhm.
person. Why, that horse has a nice person riding on him. And what cracked me up was the bean scene where all the bad guys were eating beans and they're all
Mhm.
laughing and you
Yeah.
hear farting noises and then two of the horses pass out and falls over and the fire gets bigger and bigger and bigger and you hear more
Yeah.
passing wind sounds
Mhm.
and the fire's getting bigger. Nobody ever notices, but the fire, every time they cut wind, the fire gets bigger and another horse would drop, pass out. And
Mhm.
then Slim Pickens comes over there. Okay, boys, you had enough beans.
Yep. I remember that. I
Do you remember the
that.
scene from Doctor Strangelove? This is our era. Doctor Strangelove. It was Peter Sellers, and it
Yep,
was
in the wheelchair.
Yeah, and my favorite scene. That is one of my favorite scenes. Is in the B-52 bombers, and we're going to go and Slim Pickens, who was a rodeo cowboy, and
Love is like a rodeo.
he's Major Kong riding in an Air Force B-52, and something happened and the bomb bay doors would not come open. So he climbs down into the bomb bay and he wires all this stuff together. All of a sudden the bomb bay the bomb bay doors open up and he goes, "Whoa!
Riding
Whoa!"
all the way down.
Riding the bomb, and he's got his cowboy hat. He's holding on to the
my
atomic bomb.
God.
Woo! Woo!
Hey, that's my scene on Armageddon when I'm riding the nuclear bomb on the asteroid.
Oh, see, yeah.
But
Texas
Honestly,
cowboy.
Honestly,
Yeah.
like if I were in that same position as Steve Buscemi, like on the asteroid, I'm like, hell yeah, leave me up here. Like, I honestly thought that dude was like one of the he had nothing to lose. He was like, dude, we're all gonna die anyway, so just leave me
Yeah.
up here. Like,
Yeah.
I'm good.
That's how.
Yeah,
that's
but
how
who knocks him out and throws him into the
He does.
shuttle?
And they tape him.
Bruce Willis.
They tape him to the chair. They tape him with duct tape to the chair.
I love that because you see in the background the camera is going down and Slim Pickens is up there with his Texas cowboy hat. Wow! He's heading towards the intercontinental ballistic missiles in Russia. Wow! Wow!
Do you remember the survival kit scene with Slim Pickens? How he explains to the crew, well, you're going to have a real good time, boys. You have a 45, a magazine, a bunch of gold coins, and some survival rations. And he said, you're going to have a real good time. And one of the airmen's holding, 45 in his hand and a roll of gold coins.
Bail out, yeah.
Yeah, that cracked me up.
Yeah. It's an Air Force thing.
Yeah.
I'm
Because
reading
all the
side
pilots
chat.
and crew, all the pilots and crew has a bailout kit. Now they switched over to the survival kit, but me and Bob's time, they used to have a bailout kit. They either had 38s or 45s. This is my time. Bob's is probably Berettas and stuff, but
no.
You didn't have Berettas in your tour dirty or 38s?
No,
Berettas
38s.
nice.
38s.
I always wanted a Beretta just to have. It's one of those. That's one of my just impulse ones. Like, two of mine were impulse. My 380 was an impulse. I walked in and I was like, oh, I want that, and I got it. And then my 12 gauge, I was talking to a coworker one day, and I was like, dude, I want a shotgun. He's like, what? I'm like, it was just random. And I was like, I wanted just a good old school classic 12 gauge, and I went and got one.
I get it.
It was just random.
Mm-hmm.
My 45 though, that was on purpose. That was my first one too.
There's one place that we go purchase our toys, my wife and I, and he's a former Marine and he works behind the counter. He recognizes us. He recognized both of us. Last time we walked in, he meets us halfway and goes, I'm sorry to tell you guys, we don't have any great big artillery pistols left anymore, just the small ones.
Right.
He knows what the missus always buys: a small handled, concealable. So that's the time she brought this 357 sitting over here.
When we went to go pick up my 12 gauge, where I don't know if I was shopping for it or picking it up, either or. We were walking around, it's huge. This is in Palm Springs, and it's a huge store. I'd say maybe like 3,000 square feet. It's massive. And so we're looking at everything, right? All kinds of things. And I look over the counter, and on the ground on a bipod is a Barrett 50. And that's like my number one dream gun to have, just because I have it. It's completely useless. I'm never going to use it for any purpose. It's just something I want to hang on the wall and be like, I have one. And I saw it, and I was like, holy cow, this might be my biggest purchase ever. And I looked down and I saw the price was like 17 grand, and I'm like, yeah, no, that's cool.
Not today.
Not today.
Not today.
Keep on
well, Bob in his service time was a mechanic, but I was the security guy in my time in the Air Force, and I got a chance to shoot the Ma Deuce. And I used to have the first Walkmans, and I would put Sammy Hagar heavy metal, and I would go up there in a loop and have it on, put the earphones on. Trust me, you do not want to shoot a Ma Deuce without the plugs. And they're looking at me because I'm hitting the target, and they say, you're enjoying this too much. Nobody volunteers 3 times a year. I volunteer 50 cal practice. Hell yeah.
I'll do it.
There.
I'll try anything.
They can't get me away from it. It's like I hated the 60. That was the old pig, because usually I was fixing and cleaning it, and I hated it.
Hey, Bob. Go ahead.
Pig.
Go ahead.
I was going to ask you a question about your like state law / your workshop / pistols or firearms. Since you have a machine shop, are you able to custom make any kind of part for your pistols
Nope. It's illegal.
in your state?
No.
Like
Nope.
trigger
He
trigger
wouldn't do that.
Nope.
Right.
Because it's
wait, hang on.
illegal.
He knows what I'm talking about. Like I'm talking
Yeah,
like
I know what you're talking about, and you have to have a license for anything that silences it or makes it full auto. I don't have that license, and
well,
I've been
I'm
asked, and I'm
I'm
like,
talking about
no.
like the internals, like the mechanisms inside to shorten the trigger pull, or the guide rods, or you know what I mean,
Oh,
like small little.
I buy them. I just buy
Yeah,
them. I
you buy
I
'em.
could I could make them, but I just buy them. You know,
Okay.
that's like this 357. I've got a spring kit on its way because I just buy them.
I on my 380, I bought a stainless steel guide rod because I thought
Mhm.
it would make it nice to go faster and it would look cool, and it was kind of a bad thing because I kept the stock uh, guide springs on the
Yeah.
stainless steel guide rod, and
Hmm.
so every time the slide would go back and forth, I would jam a lot because it was so smooth and so fast, and I
Hmm.
didn't change the springs that it was contradicting. You know what I mean? If
Yeah,
it,
I get you.
so, I put the original plastic one back in, and I never had a problem since. I'm like,
Yeah,
yeah,
it's
Yeah,
just
stainless kind of galls.
mm-hmm.
When you turn it on a lathe, you've got to get just the right speed, the right feed and pressure,
And you
or
got to be
otherwise,
careful with the temperature too.
yeah, and it looks like waves in the steel. It looks
Hmm.
really weird. It's called galling, you know.
Hmm.
So when you're making a stainless part on a milling machine or on a lathe, you're going to have some scrap because it's until you get the speed and the feed and everything just right.
Right.
But once you get it,
Oh wow,
then
Gardner
yeah.
Josh. That's
Mhm.
amazing. He
Uh,
says it's his is what a ITR certified. I've been a machinist for 20 years.
oh, good for
I
Nice.
good
didn't
for
know
him,
that
man.
about you,
Mhm.
Gardner Josh. That's cool.
Yeah.
Good, 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 good.
I'm
That's
I'm
yeah.
a
really
little
cool.
I'm not paranoid, but I'm a little iffy on buying like trigger kits and like other accessories like the
It
springs
takes a
or
skill.
well, it's not that like buying it and putting it in, it's fine for me, but I'm a little iffy on those because I have this thing where it's if I modified my trigger, right? Because I have a long trigger pull and I'm tired of it.
Yeah,
I get
yeah.
a kit to shorten it, so now
Yes.
it's click click, it's so much better. My thing is if somebody breaks in and I have to use that and mine has a trigger kit on it, the way I think of it is did they see that as premeditated? You know,
No.
because I've modified the pistol to work more deadlier, you know, because it's a
No,
lot.
you say it's more safetier. You're
Mm.
modifying your trigger for safety reasons.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of a good situation for Mrs. and I because we're both over 50. And anyone who comes in the building is going to be at least 30 years younger than us.
Mm,
So that really works in our favor. But I don't. I just buy the spring kits myself and
you
replace
just
it
put them on.
myself.
Gotcha.
Yeah, yeah. Because you've got the 380 version of what we have. The
Yeah.
one with ECS9 is what we have, and the Mrs. got used to it. She just
My
just
380, if I wouldn't recommend it. Honestly, go buy Glock, go buy Smith and Wesson 9. Don't I don't
yeah.
recommend it. As far as 380 is concerned, they do make a conversion kit. They
Hmm.
make one that's called the LC9, but that's for law enforcement only.
Yeah.
But they make a conversion kit for mine that I can buy that converts it into an LC9, which is weird. I can't buy the LC9 pistol, but I can buy the conversion kit.
Oh,
Now I heard that.
whoop.
Would that
I'll
make a
be right back.
difference?
Coffee.
Um,
Have a
would that make a
coffee.
difference? I don't know.
Coffee. Have a coffee. No, I would
You
say
all right,
that
Courtney?
at all
Can't hear
the
you, honey.
best advice I can give you is to do not modify your ammunition.
No,
Right.
no.
Don't do that. That is
What's your
you're gonna.
what's your advice if you know, maybe you know this?
Mhm.
Mine my magazines are fully loaded, you know, so the springs are in detention. I have all the rounds in the magazine, but then I also have one in the chamber ready to go at all times.
Right.
What is your views / opinions or knowledge
Mhm,
on
mhm.
keeping that like that for a long period of time. Does the spring get worn down? Should I cycle the rounds like so I don't have the same round all the time in the
Yeah,
chamber?
I understand what you're saying. As I've been told and seen that the modern metallurgy, you can leave them loaded now.
Really?
Back in the 70s, like when I was using the M16, the magazines what we had were left over from the Vietnam War, and
Uh,
all of the Vietnam vets said only load 18 into your 20 round because the springs will get weak. But those things were made during wartime. They had to have mass produce them.
yeah,
So,
it's thinner
my
and
my
cheaper.
yeah, exactly. And it was back before metallurgy, man. That's down to a real science now.
Oh yeah,
But, but I
Interesting.
understand that you can leave them loaded now. You know.
yeah. Because during Bob and my time, I would make everybody after a shift unload all their magazines, put in little blocks of wood, so I would count 120 rounds each. You do that with a squadron, see how you look after the shift and you're going to bed, and it's like an hour later. And if I find one round missing, all hell breaks loose because I'm accountable for them.
It's true.
Mhm. Yeah, yeah. Just to answer your question, I'd say the metallurgy now is far better than it was 30 years ago. I think you're
I'll
solid,
be all
man.
right. Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah, because I
Yeah,
mean,
you're
every time
solid.
I get concerned about it, so I literally I cycle them through, right? I just sit there and
Hmm.
I just cycle the slide and just filter them through, and then I don't know, they fall on the bed or on wherever they fall on the table. I don't know which one was where, so I grab random and put them back in, and everything feels the same. I
It
just don't
should
know
be
if
fun
Yeah.
I
as long
don't
as you
know if it
do.
was over time.
Hmm.
As long as you don't spray WD-40,
No,
because I
hell
had to
no.
chew out a guy who did that over 120 rounds
No, I have
of
oils.
5.56. I'm looking like at him like,
I have a specific cleaning kit that's designed for
Yeah, I
that.
use WD to clean it, but I've got you see that gigantic air compressor behind me? I blow all that off, and then off comes the gunk and the
Yeah, you're
WD, and
lucky with that.
then
right.
I use regular lubricating
I
oil
still
after
do it
that.
old school with the little brush and hand, man. Like I get
Mm,
in there, I freaking
mm-hmm,
start detailing it because I have no choice. I wish
Here's
I
a
had an air
tip for
compressor.
you non-shooters out there.
Courtney, wake up.
Do not
Oh,
Corky.
I'm awake.
Okay.
do not spray your ammo with WD-40. It goes through the primers and deactivates it, and it comes out a goo. Because I had to pull all the bullet heads off of it and look inside. And you know what happens? All the powder and the primer goos out.
Oh,
And I'm looking at him. What the hell did F word, F word, F word, Steve, 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 F word, Steve? A K word that if I said it, I'll get banned.
Corky.
Courtney get banned. Bob will get banned.
Corky.
And Viper. It
Corky.
destroying government property.
Corky.
It's like, okay, I'm going to court again with this knucklehead in my class A's in August.
Um, Bob, the question about yours,
Hey,
is it
Mm,
TH2. Hey, sheepies.
is
yeah.
your does yours work with the magazine, the revolvers? You know what I mean? Like the revolver ones? Like there's a thing, I forget the name of it.
Speed loaders,
No. It's where
stripper
no,
clips.
no. Never mind. Never mind. I'm thinking black powder. I'm thinking black powder
Yeah,
revolvers.
yeah, that's
That's
one of the reasons why I like a revolver because they don't have any possibility for a spring to fail.
yeah. And
Right.
then
You
the
know,
other thing, the old school revolvers before they were actual cartridges, when they were ball and black powder.
oh
What's
yeah,
that?
that's
What's that called when it jumps? The fire jumps. Um,
a multi-chamber discharge.
Right.
yeah. There's a word for it though. There's a term for it. Where
Chain
it,
Am,
fire.
chain fire.
amputation.
That's what it is. Chain fire. Chain.
Amputation.
Because Colt was
Yeah.
trying. Colt was trying to put out a musket,
You
big
had to use.
size of
You had
a
to put cream on them. You had to put cream on
yeah,
the
cream or
cylinder.
Yeah.
beeswax to seal the
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
chambers. Because Colt was trying to make a rifle using the same principle as their handgun, and they were shooting .52 caliber bullets. The only problem, if you have a chain fire and you're holding a gun in front of you, where do all the bullets go from the cylinder?
Yeah, in your hand.
That's why there are a lot of people like, yeah, I'd like to order 3 beers.
Exactly.
Yeah, they
Yeah,
shot
and
off their
and
fingers.
another thing for even for women, anything when they shoot revolvers, it's not the same as a pistol because pistols you can just pop, 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 pop. But revolvers, there's actually the gap between the actual cylinders in front and in the back,
Yeah.
and you have to be
yeah.
careful with the spread
Hey,
of
Mama
that.
J.
You know,
How you
Hi, Mama
doing?
J.
I want one. My wife, I almost bought her a 38 special, but we're not gonna get that here.
Yeah,
Everything will
wait
be
until
out.
you get into Tennessee.
Yeah. I'm. It sucks because I have the ability to get it now, but it's just I gotta go through that whole process and all that signing shit. Excuse me. I don't. I'm just. I'm not gonna do that here. It's such a
Anna Lee
headache.
Brown in the house.
House.
Hey, Annalie. Yeah, just in
Oh,
time
Hey,
for
Annalie,
Carol.
thank you for
This
coming
Carol.
in.
Anna Lee. Yeah, I remember you.
Wow. All of a sudden.
Okay.
Bob. I love when Bob gets excited. His deep voice comes out.
Yeah, God.
Yeah, let's
Come here,
talk
little-
garden talk. That's what
Yeah,
I
let's
want.
talk
Okay.
garden.
All right. All right.
Let's
Yeah.
involve the ladies.
Thank you.
Yeah, that'd be
You're
nice.
welcome.
That would
Oh,
be
did
really
you guys see
lovely.
my eggplant parmesan?
No, we saw your tomato.
Ooh, no.
I
But I was
did a
thinking, can I
video.
do a zucchini one instead?
Sure, that it's easy. Just deep fry it. And what you do is use bamboo skewers,
Mhm,
and then you can make parmesan on that. I did an eggplant for my 16 people that I feed,
mhm.
and they were very happy because I always, when you eat eggplant parmesan, I put a piece of tri-steak.
That
Do you
sounds
know how
so
much?
good.
Do
Oh,
you know how much a tri-tip steak costs nowadays? $32,
Yeah,
and I
it's
have to
ridiculous.
share. I had to cut up like $100 worth of steak and put it in each box. So each Parmesan steak had. Go watch the video. That's what I did this. I think yesterday or this morning for lunch for the handicapped and disabled people.
eggplant, man. Oh, I remember the first time I had it, I was like, ew, that looks disgusting. And when I ate it, oh my God, I fell in love. I was like,
Did you
eggplant
ever?
is
I can't really have eggplant. That's why I thought of the zucchini.
That's
Yeah,
awesome, Mama
zucchini
J.
will work fine. Viper, did you have ever baba ganoush?
Oh yes,
Okay.
of course. My mom is
We got an echo.
that's Bob again.
Bob.
My
Bib.
stepmom, she's Jewish, and her family was Jewish. So like, and then most of my friends out here growing up, because I lived in a Jewish community, so I had a mixture of like non-Jewish and Jewish people friends.
We used to call my son's
And-
bottle a Baba Ganoush.
Yeah,
Oh, cute.
I've had that. It's good.
Oh, it
I-
is.
I actually have
It's
what's
not
that spread
specific.
in the fridge right now? Not halva. Halva is the candy dessert.
Right.
Yeah,
It's
that's
the
cute.
other thing.
It's the spread. It's like you eat it with chips and crackers. It's the spread.
Tzatziki?
No.
Yeah.
Oh God. my brain.
Hummus.
Hummus. There it is. There you go. Yeah.
See, I
Hummus.
got a lot of Jewish neighbors too, so I'm used to all that stuff.
Manishma, Uncle Al. Baruch
Manishma.
Hashem.
Or shalom. I
Shalom.
keep saying shalom
Shalom.
all the time.
Shalom.
Uh-oh, Bob's peeing
Oh,
again.
there we go again.
Oh my God, that makes me want to pee.
Oh, wait, Bob,
Totally.
do it higher. Do it higher
Totally
so it
makes me
really
want to
makes
pee.
a noise.
So there's where my pee went.
Yep. It
Oh,
fermented.
you're gonna make him spill it, Uncle Al.
and they shipped it to
No,
both.
don't
That's-
spit the beer.
That's his second gallon that he found.
Gala.
Yeah, you
A sh-
spill the booze. It's called
a sh-
alcohol abuse.
How about some
Okay.
frozen asparagus spears? A little asparagus spears in the freezer.
Yeah.
I hate preparing asparagus, but I love eating it.
I need to get asparagus for
I
my
love asparagus.
garden.
I love it.
Yeah, that
started
was one of the vegetables I did over the 4th of July. I did French style butter cook it. I had
Mm.
baby asparagus, and I
Yum.
would put it in about maybe an inch of butter and garlic, and then do it on the pan, and it comes out. It's
Aw,
not boiled,
thank you.
all fried in butter, and it comes out baby
Okay, I
soft.
wanted to show you people of the chat. We got a new T-shirt.
Okay,
Here it is. You guys ready?
Phew. It's not like
All right,
anybody.
Red
It's not
Lip
like
Club.
any of us girls wear red lipstick or anything.
It's not your hummus.
I don't know why they showed males wearing it, but if you're a male and you want to wear it, you go ahead.
I walk into the
Men
kitchen
like that.
to see what my wife's doing. She's preparing a dinner. She just got home, so she's got
It's that
she's
red bubble.
What they got?
Red
Putting it in
bubble.
the chat, you know.
Sweet.
red bubble.
Yeah.
Uncle Al, this is why I'm telling you this. I walk in the kitchen.
that?
My wife's preparing mac and cheese on the oven. She's sitting down on the chair from the dining room table that she set right next to the oven. So she's sitting down right next to it. She's just turning it,
love
whatever. And then she's eating
I
these
kinda
little
like-
mini pretzels with the hummus while watching a show on her phone.
I wish hummus agreed with me. I found out when I took stuff out of my diet that it didn't. I like the baseball shirt kind of
Yeah, it
too.
looks cute.
I like that style with the black,
Mm.
yeah, and the white.
The black and white looks good, huh?
There's tank
Yeah.
tops too.
Right.
V-necks.
I like the scoop. They have that loose scoop right there, the relax fit. That one's cute too.
Yeah.
Like larger, but with a tank top underneath. Be very flash dance.
I could see myself putting on lipstick and dancing in front of a camera. You know.
Oh, I will.
What?
Man.
What?
Let's do it. Let's do it. I'll wear the
Yeah.
dress if you put your lipstick on. You wear the wig and lipstick. I'll put on the tutu.
Oh my!
Yeah, we
Oh,
also
God.
have the Red Lip Club stickers.
I think they're
Cool.
cute.
Oh, the stickers are so good.
Mm-hmm. I like the lace. At first, I thought it was a crown, and then I put it against the white and saw that it was lace, and I liked it even better.
And there are hellos, and I'm trying to find them right now.
If I lived near you, Courtney, we could
There it is.
bedazzle one.
Look at those pillows.
Bedazzle. I like that word. You don't hear that
Oh.
very often.
You could view the
No, that
design
was
on
popular back in our days, Bob. Everybody was bedazzling everything.
everything.
Yeah.
That is the pillow.
Well, they
Yeah,
hot
I mean-
fix it now. It's called hot fixing.
Do you have any ball gags or anything like that?
Oh my goodness.
Um,
Bedazzle.
They
Bedazzle.
sell that on this
I have this floor pillow. This one we
website.
just made up.
I have this floor
Awesome.
pillow. Yeah, that was custom. We had to switch the colors around.
That's cool. I like that.
That is
you know?
cool.
Yeah, that is cool. Like,
I love
That's
that
nice.
color. Like I didn't see that color.
Courtney, why is the YouTube black? Did we do that?
I think they're
Yeah, I think
doing
so.
it because they're
Hmm.
putting them. Did they put the magenta or did you guys? And then I can't
She did.
find it.
Courtney did.
It's so I love that color, but I didn't see that they did. They have it for sale, like in the shirts.
Nah, magenta?
Yeah,
they
That-
should.
They do. Okay. I
Yeah,
must
you have
missed
to
it.
go. I'll show you how to do it real quick.
I must have missed it.
You hit that. You go to view. Or
Uh-oh, we
shop
got a
or whatever.
keyboard warrior.
Where?
Where?
Get it?
It's Bob. I hear him typing.
no,
Oh.
I
thought you meant in
Anna
here.
Lee Brown.
No, I think we got a keyboard warrior.
No.
Flying bit. Oh, I like that. The hoodie
Ah.
with the get your anus here. The hoodie.
Here it
your
is,
anus.
and then all you have to
Liking.
do is once you
Okay.
click on the T-shirt,
Mhm.
right here it says it comes in 16 different colors.
Click
There
it.
are
I
some
clicked on
colors,
that.
guys. Use your head because there are some colors that don't work,
No, there's some, yeah, that look
and
awful.
it wouldn't let me change it. I don't know why.
Okay, so I couldn't find the magenta in those colors. I don't know why.
It should.
Maybe I missed it. Maybe I
16
just.
colors.
Yeah, it has 16. My goodness. You would think I could find one.
There you
other
go.
No,
than-
it's not. What the hell?
See? I know. They didn't give it to you.
Uh-oh, gotta add it later.
Maybe.
Okay, guys, I got early morning to do. It's getting close
Okay.
to my bedtime, 10 o'clock. So I'll say everybody good night and catch you
All
later.
right. Have a good
Good
night,
night,
Uncle
Uncle
Al.
Al.
Well, I
Good
love
night.
you.
Good night.
Uncle Al,
See you
don't
later. Al don't quit. Hashtag
Al
Al
don't
don't quit.
quit.
I
Hashtag Al
commented
don't
on his video and I wrote that.
quit. I just always reverse it. I'm afraid to make a
Whoa.
video and then, what was that? He flew out of the
You
the
saw
side.
that?
Yeah.
He's like, bye. That
Took
looks
off.
cool.
Yeah.
I like that orange. That orange is really like pops.
And I don't wear it too often either, unless my lips are dry
How'd
or
that
I'm
go,
on
sir?
here. Because I look. If
Bob
I'm
and I
on
don't
camera,
go
I
there.
need
There
something.
obviously
No,
were some colors
no.
that don't go, guys,
No.
and I can't change them. So
Only in the basement.
Yeah, but
Oh wait, you can't choose your colors on here, Courtney, huh? You can't add your colors. They do it for you, huh?
mhm.
Yeah,
son of a
I
gun.
remember. I remember.
Oh well, the color choices are good. I liked the light gray. I would like the white. I like the black and white only because it goes with what you guys designed so well.
Heather gray. Heather gray.
I don't know if purple would go.
Hey,
Yeah,
Bob.
you can read it still.
Yeah,
Hey
I
Bob,
Makes
bet
it
you
look
are.
better.
What? Yeah.
you want to join the Red Lips Club together?
The red lips.
I just
Yeah.
do a lot of neutrals because
We'll just pretend the lipstick's a popsicle.
See, blacks won't
Popsicle.
go. I mean,
yeah.
it just won't show up as good.
Red.
Did you
But
say
yeah,
popsicle?
that's our new shirt, guys.
Woohoo!
I put
it's
the link in the chat if
awesome.
anybody's interested.
Did you say popsicle?
No,
Popsicle.
Ooh.
Say, is that a new ball guy you have over there, Sonny? Yeah. No.
No,
No,
no.
I'm trying to. Anna Lee, she says she looks prettier with lipstick, and I said, well, just wear it,
Mm.
Yeah, wear
Mhm.
it.
Yeah.
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 Oh my gosh, that's yeah. I probably wouldn't wear it if my mom told me
Lips.
that.
What? Why not?
I was reading what Annalise said because
Oh,
I didn't
okay.
play that game with
Well,
after a
game?
certain age. I would be like, "Thanks, mom. Okay,
Yeah, my
moving
mom
on."
was always like that too. Put some makeup on, you look like your dad.
That's a good one. You look like your dad.
No,
jeez.
dead, not dead.
Oh,
Dead?
dad. I
Oh,
thought she
oh.
said dad. Damn it, put
Dead.
some makeup on. You look like your dad. Okay.
Oh my gosh.
Damn it,
No.
Bob, put some makeup on. You look like your dad. I'm like, wait, what?
That's the point.
Damn it, boy. Get out of that motorhome.
Hey,
Damn it,
Johnny
Bobby.
Angel.
Damn it, Bobby.
Damn it, Bobby.
Hey, TH2. I don't think I said hello to you.
I watched the Simpsons episode on my phone the other day because Facebook somehow just, I was scrolling and it just popped up and I'm like, okay.
Mhm.
So I started watching it just for, just giggles, and I just started watching it and got into it. And I'm watching it for like 10, 15 minutes. I'm like, holy cow, I'm watching the Simpsons. Like, I
My
I
mom was
realized
watching
that.
them the other night.
And
No
I'm
joke.
like,
I walked in. Simpsons.
yeah, you know what? I miss watching that show. That was a great cartoon show, man.
I agree.
I remember my sons came over for visitation on the weekend and they brought a whole bunch of The Simpsons and they were watching it and I'm listening to what's going on and I come in and go because I work second shift. I never watch TV. I don't know what's on TV, right? And I go, what the hell are you watching? And that's when I saw that old grandpa in a walker. Say, Sonny, I got a whole bunch of popsicles down in the basement. And I go, what in the hell are you watching? Oh, it's just The Simpsons, Dad.
Hey, Johnny
Are,
Angel, thank you for coming
are you
and
really
hanging out.
watching? I was like, what the hell, man? This is disgusting. I kind of love it,
Grandpa's random
Johnny
sleeping.
Angel. It sounds like a 60s song.
16 candles.
Johnny Angel.
I want to hear that one actually.
You be
16.
mine.
It does sound like something from Grease.
Could you be mine?
I don't understand why the tank tops aren't magenta color because they should be.
Mm.
And it kind of
Happy
made me mad.
birthday, baby. Oh.
Yeah, and maybe you can call them.
Simply-
you know? To mute Bob? What? Why? Why would you want to mute me?
Don't mute Bob.
No.
No muting of the Bob.
We don't mute the Bob. Only
The
when he
Bob.
leaves his thing on and walks away.
You gotta like fill your cheeks with air and
Gardner
then.
Josh, how much? 400.
See?
400
400 what?
in the super
It's actually a deal. It's only
Just
$50.
Mute Bob.
New Bob for $400. Hey, I'd do
Hey,
it.
Bob,
You
we'll
know.
still be friends afterwards, okay?
Yeah, it's all right. It's all right.
$500.
I got like helium and thick skin and some rubber cement. I'm okay. Do it.
Really? They said that on the Muppets?
Hey, you can mute me for $400. I have no problem.
Oh, one of the
100.
Muppet things said it.
Super chat, Courtney, $400, and I will
Jeez, don't know
I will
what
stay
that
quiet.
is.
$500, and I'll stop my video.
Yeah, if you go and you look on the site, there is a magenta colored tank top. It's on there.
I thought so. I remember
Yeah.
seeing that when you were
You
doing
found it. Okay, so it's on the tank top, but just not the other shirts. Okay, maybe that's
Yeah.
why. I
Yeah,
didn't
it's only
find
on
it.
the tank top. The
Okay.
other shirts don't have that option.
What's that
Okay.
white thing, that white chair looking thing behind you?
What are you talking about? Are you
Bob.
talking to me? Oh,
Bob's got like
I
this.
don't.
It looks
it's
like
his
a.
dental chair,
It looks like
see?
a baby chair. That chair,
I
that
do
white,
too, cute.
that white chair behind you.
What
No,
did I do?
no,
Let me
right
see.
there,
To
right
the
there,
other
right there.
side.
Wait,
To the other
wait,
side.
Start pointing.
Underneath
Start
your
pointing.
light. Underneath your
pointing.
light.
The other
There?
way. Other
No,
way.
not the drill press. The other side.
That
That.
thing.
Those look like
That's a
legs.
lathe. That's a
That
lathe.
white thing. That
But
big
what's the
white
white
thing.
cover?
It's covered. It's covered.
Ah,
Yeah.
okay.
Uh-huh.
Do you know
And
my
that's-
great grandmother learned how to work a lathe during World War II?
Oh yeah, my
That was
mom
her job.
worked. My mom worked in the shipyards.
That's
Nice.
amazing.
There we go.
Wow.
Fishes, see?
Yeah.
I had a
okay.
lathe. I had a lathe in auto shop, and the metal I use is
It's so
rainbowed.
weird though that they maybe it's just in,
Oh,
in that tank top.
Yeah,
it
it's only
burled.
about-
Yeah, it
Okay.
rainbowed it, and I kept
That's
it.
what
I
I'm
was like,
talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Burling.
Oh, and
It's
this
kind of
Oh
makes a
my gosh.
Becky. Look at her
Look
butt.
at her
I
butt.
like big butts, and I cannot lie. All the other brothers can't deny.
We have a
I
clock.
didn't see all this.
We have
Gotta shop around.
water bottles, journals,
I'm
pens.
not so good
travel
lately
mugs.
with this stuff.
You gotta get that water bottle so when you drink it with your red lipstick, you know.
But yeah, I love that mini.
The minis, yeah, that's hot if I could wear it, but
Oh heck yeah! Well, men
Bob.
love a mini. Yeah, yeah.
Here,
You want
I
it?
would roll
You want it?
right
I'll
out
buy
of
it for you.
Well, no, I don't want no mini.
My-
No, you don't want a mini skirt, Bob? I'll buy it for you.
No.
I'll
Yo,
buy you
Bob,
one.
look
If
at
you
your
buy
mini.
me one, I'll buy you one.
It'll impress your
I
girlfriend.
ain't buying you no mini skirt, man.
Damn it!
Work my leg. What?
You don't want to see my popsicle.
My leg.
No, I don't want to see your popsicles. I have a popsicle. I don't need
Hey,
another.
Eric, not a troll, Johnson.
That's what you should really change your name to. Eric,
Mhm.
not a troll Johnson. So that way people know you're not the troll.
R2D2.
Oh my gosh, and that's what we call TH2.
Yeah, TH2, R2D2.
Mm-hmm.
THC.
Although my missus has got a nice little booty, I might put her in a mini skirt.
That's the random stuff I say sometimes. It just pops in my head and
TH2 420.
Not so much.
Bob 15.
I
Bomb
remember when I
pops.
first
Ah,
called
the bomb
TH2,
pop.
R2D2,
Yum.
and he's, or the person, I can't remember if it's a male or female right now at the top of my head, but specifically, they said in the chat, you were the only person that's allowed to call me that. And now, look at it. Look at
Right.
it.
Blowing up
It's a
big.
disaster.
Bob, I got a question. If you don't want to answer it, that's fine. Where do you get the
Hmm.
942 from?
Those are so good, Annalie.
It's a flow day position for aircraft assembly, but instead of it's actually 941, but I just changed it to 942. That's it. 131 upper, lower, 941, flow day 2. What is it? 125, 129, 131. Those are pay points for the airplanes.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Once you meet those areas are body joined or whatever, and then Boeing gets a pay point. And then,
What you
Yeah.
laughing at, please?
That's cool.
those 37s are about
No, just reading
Anywhere
Carmen
from
Josh
30 to 50 million bucks a
with the red lip,
piece.
lip
Jeez.
deal. He's having fantasies over there in
But
the side.
Boeing custom makes all the airplanes. They're all exactly custom
enough
made.
of that
You
then.
know,
Got the
Mhm.
Josh.
they're not like Airbus where they're stamped out on like a
gosh.
cookie cutter. They're all made.
Yeah.
Exactly.
We could maybe
to the
design one for you,
customer's
Gardner,
requirements.
Josh. It could be
Wait,
a
so they don't
bottle holder.
fold them? They don't fold them out of paper and then just kind of build it. You know, like
Well, but they
Yes,
got
you have
that
the good
you know
old day.
that really tasty glue that you had in the first grade.
Oh,
The
I want
paste,
it.
yeah. It's called a
You
body
get the
joint
job
paste.
done.
gotcha.
See,
Yeah. Mhm.
he can't
Rubber
handle the
cement
red
and
whip
Elmer's
club.
glue.
Oh my
Rubber
gosh.
cement. I was always
Rub,
like
rubber.
rubber cement. Which one is it? Is it rubber or is it cement? It can't be both.
It's rubber.
It's a rubber.
Now when I see the temperature and it's like it's 70 degrees, feels like 85. I think of Courtney because Courtney's always complaining. It's 85. It's not 70. If it says feels like 85, it's 85. What is this nonsense? It feels like. No, if it says it feels like, it is. It's not what they.
Exactly.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
some weird twist the news
Yeah,
agencies
it's
put in
now
there.
I think of Courtney every time I see it. It's like 72.
Hey,
Feels like 90.
Hey,
I'm like,
Lipa, we're gonna have to make this shirt now.
we'll make you a shirt. My squash is bigger than yours.
Okay, remember,
Well, they have the
we'll
peppers
get
in.
a picture of a squash up in there.
That's the one.
What do we
with
put
Easter
underneath it? 2
tonight.
strawberries or like what?
I grew. I did use the paper mache and I filled in my booty crack once, left it there.
Really?
Paper mache.
That
Yeah,
sounds
I did.
interesting.
So you
I-
had
I did.
you had like a banana shaped paper mache.
Well, I just left it there until it dissolved. I just left it there
Gotcha.
because I was protesting pooping at those
Oh,
times, but now I've
really?
accepted. I have embraced pooping. You know,
You're
good.
protesting
That's
pooping.
good because you're part of the poop troop now. We couldn't
That's
accept
Home,
something
homemade
paper
diaper.
mache.
boycott
Blocker.
pooping, just paper mache, all that stuff until it's closed.
Whoa, that's a triple B right there. Boycott pooping Bob.
Oh yeah, that's a good one. R2D2, TH2. We can write on the
R2C.
T-shirt, "My butternut squash is bigger than yours."
Mm-hmm.
There you go. That's gardening. I like that. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. That is good.
For all you,
I actually
gardeners
did
out
do a
there.
plaster
Huh?
thing of myself when I was in art school. It was the gauze that had the plaster in it.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. And then just mounted it on canvas and took that in. I painted it, but I took it in. Can you imagine? Critique. You're walking in. Here it is. Only in my 20s. I wish I still had that. I could
Bob's-
be like, I looked like
Oh
that.
my God, Doc P, Lord of the Gourd.
Lord of the Gourd.
Oh my God, I'm writing these down.
That's
Doc P.
awesome.
That could be
Lord-
an awesome.
Will you be
male
Lord
shirt.
of the Gourd? Oh, that's your next contest there, girl.
How about I got hanging grapes? How's that? Yeah.
I'm not sure about that one.
I feel bad about the grapes because usually they're very small.
Yeah,
Yeah.
grapes are kind of small.
Unless that gooseberry or
Hmm.
something.
The Q
Gotta watch
Kitchen's
the
We'll
saying
video.
juice your lemons
she
for you.
she eats paper.
Paint.
She eats paper.
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 I
Paper.
Paper.
Like that one guy on Waterworld. Paper. He needs a paper.
saw that. Johnson, and you can go to
Ever watch that
Gardner
movie,
Josh
Bob?
for that.
Waterworld. Remember Waterworld, Bob?
I couldn't take that movie. I couldn't even finish it. It was like I don't get it.
I mean, the salami.
Yeah.
I liked it, but there's that one scene where like the guy's trading stuff on the ship, on the boat, and he's like, I have paper. Paper.
Yeah, that's the guy that was in Sons of Anarchy.
Yeah.
Q, how did you find out that it was pica for real? Like that it was the deficiency? Because my son eats all kinds of stuff, but I
My
don't think he
beefsteak
has
tomatoes
the-
are bigger than yours.
Oh my gosh. That's what Gardner Josh was saying about his tomatoes. But anyway, yeah, Malachi, it has sensory issues. Like they said, it's a sensory issue. I'd like to know what the test is for that. I guess it's the pica test. I don't know. Pica is when they eat other things other than food. It's
like
usually
dirt and
linked
stuff.
to a nutrition deficiency.
Alopecia or whatever,
It's
yeah.
a mineral deficiency because they usually
Tampico.
like eat dirt and stuff.
Yeah, they eat dirt. and
Pregnant
all kinds
women
of-
get that sometimes.
And chalk. See, my son does like chalk. He'll eat chalk. So-
He'd love England. He'd consume the entire country.
Because they're all chalk white. Is that what you're
Yeah,
trying to say?
yeah. Well, no, the chalk cliffs of Dover. See him up there.
Oh.
Yeah. You'd never have to feed him again.
We don't want him destroying anything.
Yeah. I think we made spit balls when we were bored. So if that means chewing paper, Anna, I would do that.
Paper.
Paper. Paper.
The way that guy said it was paper. Paper.
Got mushroom.
Got shrooms.
Mushroom.
Yeah, you got to do it like got mushroom, but then have the mushrooms shaped like the white mustache. Mushroom
What?
tip. Mushroom tip. No comment.
Yeah, I it lost me on that one.
Okay.
Yeah, I lost you on mushroom. I lost you on mushroom tip.
With a white mustache on a mushroom.
Okay, so you remember Got Milk? It was a white mustache. Got Milk, and
Yeah,
mushroom.
something about that. Yeah.
so you do like Got Mushroom,
Yeah.
Oh, got mushroom. Okay.
and then you would just have like a single line, the shape of a mushroom, but it's white.
Or you could do all different variations of mushrooms in the mustache.
Yeah,
within the
exactly.
mustache symbol. See,
Got
you and I, we should like
Got shrooms.
connect with ideas too. You know, I want to be part of this creative thing for the shirts. The mushroom has spoken. Oh my gosh.
Yes, the mushroom tip has spoken.
No, we don't have to put tip.
No,
in there.
not tip. We can't say that.
We
You
can't?
just
Say the
did.
tip. Can't say the tip part on its shirt
Oh.
A mushroom
unless
tip.
unless she was a different, channel.
Yeah, what is this? Howard Stern?
Just flipped to the Howard Stern gardening show.
Yeah. It's like Howard Stern, but for gardeners.
You started it, gardening, Josh. It was when you went off the cliff. You took the rest of us with you.
Yep.
He went off the cliff. I don't know about that guy.
Anna, oh my gosh, are you serious? You and I are sisters, girl. I got caught cheating in Bible class because I couldn't remember the verse. I had my Bible wide open inside my desk. Talk about no shame. I soon left private school.
Listen to this. Police are searching for a man spotted jumping from rooftop to rooftop in Boyle Heights. Sky Fox also spotted him burning a cross.
No
Chim
way.
chimney,
What
chim
the?
chimney, chim
I
chim
was going to say he's
chiree.
Crow.
It's Dick Van Dyke. He's a chimney sweep.
He is a moron. No, can't you see?
I hope he jumps. I love when burglars come through the chimney and then they get stuck.
Oh, I've seen a few videos like that
Uh,
for real, man.
Hey, there was.
Wow.
More like
There
my
was-
memory, Anna, is the problem.
I remember one
the Bible verse.
one time I saw this burglar got on the rooftop of a business like mall building,
Okay, you were
whatever,
fine, Josh.
and tried to come down the AC shaft, vent shaft or whatever to go into the
Yeah.
Oh,
business.
Lord.
But he fell in the pillar of like at the malls when you walk there's pillars and then you go underneath and then you open the doors, right? He fell inside the pillars and he couldn't get out. He got stuck and he died there. And
Oh, my Lord.
he was there for months and months and months and nobody knew until it started smelling like decomposed. And people are like, what is going on? And they took out a chunk of the wall and they saw his foot and they're like, yeah, there's a person in there. And they found out he was trying to break in and went through the
Oh,
wrong hole.
what an awful way to die.
Sounds
Good
ibuprofen.
Lord, man.
Right?
Oh my
You're just
gosh,
stuck
that's
in this
me.
like 2 foot by 2 foot pillar and you can't get out. Yeah, you play stupid games, you win stupid prizes, man. Sorry
Yeah.
to say that, but it's true.
Trust me, you don't want that in the chat. What?
Sometimes I don't feel bad for people like that,
Yeah, I hear you. I have to deal with so much theft around this place, man. It's
Somebody
ridiculous.
crawled in my chimney and got stuck in the chimney. I'm not gonna grab my pistol. I'll grab a BB gun and just start poking at his butt. Pop, 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 ping,
think
ping.
Somebody wasn't there that old story where the dad he disappeared and they found him in the chimney when he was trying to be like
Yeah,
Santa
that was on
Claus?
Gremlins.
Oh,
It was
that's
Gremlins.
what it was. Gremlins. Okay.
Yeah, the girl's dad died from being Santa Claus because he went down the chimney
yes.
I got stuck.
and he got
Mhm.
stuck. And then they
Is
found
this
him
a
like
true?
years
Is this
later.
a real story, true story, or is this a
No,
show
it's on
kind of thing?
Gremlins.
No, it's from Gremlins. I just didn't
Movie.
know I had heard it.
What
By
is
the
that?
way,
I've never heard of that. I don't
I
know.
got my son saying Magwai.
Magpie.
Mad
I
Wife.
I was like, no, Magwai, like the
Oh.
movie, The Gremlins.
Uh-huh.
I kept
Magwai.
saying, because I want him to watch that movie with me so bad, but my husband's like, no, you'll be scared. Don't.
Yeah, it'll
don't,
freak him out.
And I'm
Not
like,
age
oh my
appropriate,
gosh.
Mom.
So I got my son anytime
yeah.
like I come in the room or anything, he goes, Magwai.
No, it's Courtney. It's mommy. Magwai. No, it's mommy.
Bright
Magwai.
light. Bright light.
Partner Josh,
bright
you
light.
could do that for your channel.
Magwai.
STFU and grow something would be a cool show.
What's on your mind?
I'm scared now.
Yeah, I
my
don't.
gosh.
I don't know what was.
Yeah, Gardner Josh. A lot of people need the STFU.
I like
for
Doc
real
P.
and
Plow
grow
your field.
something instead of
That's right. Yep.
Just a
Agreed.
picture of a shaver, and it says, and then it says, plow your field. Plow your
Red
field.
Dog Homestead in the
Hey, Hedgehog.
house.
Yeah.
Did you like that?
That's like
That's
the
like a
ransom. That's the ransom voice.
Yeah.
Hey, Bob.
Would
Watch
you like
this.
to play a game?
You can hear me, right? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Listen to my deep one. Hey, Bob. You're gonna drop the $10 billion in the trash can down the street.
Before some junkie picks it up.
If you want to see, it's not. Okay, never mind.
No, let's, yeah.
Hello, Gardner Josh.
How are you? Hey, Bob. You want to see my
I'll
popsicle?
meet you there.
No. I got it. No. No.
I'll
Show
meet
me
I got a
your-
popsicle. I don't need two. Get
Listen
the
to
that
me.
away.
Show me your coconut.
Coconut.
Mom, I want to go home.
Singular.
He only has one coconut.
I'm so sorry for your loss.
Oh my god. He's like in what's that show or movie? Where they bang the coconuts together?
What? That movie with Tom Hanks?
No! Lady Python, Holy Grail. They're banging their coconuts
Oh,
together.
making the, yeah. The horses. Tick, 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 tick.
I forgot about that. That's right.
Oh, you're
God.
leaving
For
us,
the
Eric
sound.
Johnson. You can't leave us. Have a good night.
Thanks, Eric
Englishman.
Johnson, for coming
Englishman.
in and not being a troll. Appreciate it.
That minky.
The men. Okay.
Bob, do you have a room for my
H2,
minky?
that sounds like a serious problem.
A Zimmer. Oh, you want a room? Room.
A room.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you
I'm
have?
wondering what this Anna Lee Brown looks like.
I think she's been on the panel before.
Has she? I don't
Hasn't
know.
But she's been in here before for sure. And
I
and
think
she's over on Steve's channel. I think it was.
Oh, is that? Oh, that's the
Maybe.
Anna. Okay,
Yeah,
okay,
and
okay.
might have been in. Her and I were goofing off. I think it was on Steve's channel.
I want to see what she looks like.
Yeah, I bet you do. They
I
have
do,
the one
um,
about grab your balls. It's canning season, Josh. That
Hey,
shirt's already made.
Bubba.
Nimsy has it actually. I think.
Hey,
I
Bob,
saw
did
her.
anybody ever call you Bobby?
Hey,
Bobby?
Bobby boy.
Damn,
Bobby.
damn it, Bobby.
No, I'm actually serious about that question.
When I was very, very young.
I
Yeah.
was gonna say
Really
Bobby
young.
is
Not-
just
Make
not. You're
I'm just
Bob.
not right. I'm just not
Just
right
throw on
about
some lipstick and
Barbarino.
that's all you
Bobby.
need, Anna.
Damn it, Bobby.
Anna,
Yeah,
you just need
Bobby.
some red lipstick. Get
right.
some red lipstick and come up here.
L-E-A.
Weekend Warriors.
She
Oh.
draws some red lips and cuts it
Yeah.
out and
I don't know if you want to give him any ideas, Doc P.
Let's see, Anna Lee Brown. I found your channel.
Went after a friend of mine. I don't appreciate it.
Yeah.
And he acted like a sissy boy in the way he did it. At least he turned it around. Doc P, don't give him any ideas. Other than
I
to
have no
calm
idea
down.
what's going on right
Oh,
now.
this was in Tennessee?
Or maybe I do, and I don't know. My head hurts. It's the tiny clusters. Anytime there's like a soap opera or something, and it's like so dramatic, they're like, it's the tiny clusters.
Tiny cluster headaches.
They're like they're in the hospital, like,
No, he
I'm
doesn't.
getting the tiny clusters. Sorry, can't help myself.
Nope.
Hey, Rob, something earth shattering. Oh,
You did,
that's
Doc
Anna.
P? Did you get any credit for it, I hope? Probably not.
That's Anna Lee Brown.
I'll be quiet.
Something. Hey, Rob, something earth shattering. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm okay with that.
Yeah, Doc P, I went.
Doc P, we love you in here, and
We do.
We give you credit for real.
We do. But it's your original idea, Doc P. Okay, I'm done.
What?
I'll behave myself. Yes, can we make that a shirt, Josh? All in fun, that's right. All in fun. All in fun. You make that shirt, Josh. We'll all wear it.
I'll wear it.
Yeah, me too. Although I'll have to wear it when my husband isn't observing me wearing it.
Wear it to bed.
Yeah. He'll be like, what the heck?
Bob's happy now.
Big in Japan tonight. Big in. Where did that come from?
I think in Bob's past life, he was on Broadway.
Broadway, yeah.
Alphaville.
Oh, I like that, Annalie. You can write if you can.
Alphaville, Bob.
Yes, you got it,
Can
man.
too.
Alphaville.
Well,
Can.
hey, Anna, I'm looking at your channel right now. You okay with that?
If you
Bob's
can,
got ADD like me.
then never mind. I was going to add an expletive, but I won't.
Doc P, we'll have to message you. That's for a conversation off the air. Yeah.
Yeah. Doc P, you have, yeah.
You have a good spidey sense.
You have court, I think, on FB.
Yeah,
And I'm on hers, so stay in the loop.
Interesting. I don't know what I'm talking. I don't know what's going on. Oh well.
Does no one Moulin Rouge? What's that?
Moulin
Rouge.
Is that like Moulin Rouge, like where they're all dressed up in those like outfits? Like,
Does anybody know what Moulin Rouge mean?
no. What is
Rouge
Moulin
means red.
Stripper bar.
Rouge
Red.
means red.
Red windmill.
Red
Red
Windmill?
Yep.
Really?
But
The Moulin
Baton
Rouge is
Rouge.
actually a place in France, right?
It
No, it's a color. It's a
It
color.
still is a
but
place. in
but it's a
France, right?
place, wasn't
assuming
it?
so.
Like a
Probably.
enter-
I have no
place
idea.
for entertainment?
I have no
Yes,
idea.
it's where
But if you look
women-
at anything that says Moulin or Moulin Rouge, you'll see a windmill. It's
Ah.
windmill. Moulin is windmill. Rouge is
Baton-
just a color.
It's not
Baton
like
Rouge, red
spinning,
stick.
Baton
spinning
Rouge, yeah.
red.
Mhm.
But Moulin
mean,
Rouge
Rouge-
is
It's
Yeah,
been a
usually
long
like
time
red.
since I actually saw that movie, so I couldn't tell you.
I just know the music from it, and it was like
yeah,
pretty.
and people sing that one song from Christina, Voulez-vous
Risky.
coucher avec moi? And nobody knows what that means, and they're asking everybody they're saying it to, would you like to sleep with me tonight?
Oh,
And
Yes.
not
well, we used
everybody
to say
knows.
"Voulez-vous coucher avec moi ce soir," and that was like,
Would you like to sleep with me tonight?
oh, I'm sorry, I didn't hear you.
Vive la France. Vive la
Mhm.
Légion.
I thought
Vive
it was
le
like, would
gale.
you like to sleep with like two people tonight? Growing up, I didn't realize it was a singular.
Oh, that's a good one, Josh.
That's right. Now I hear it
I'll
in
make
her
it
voice.
into a big A T-shirt for everybody. Okay.
That was a remake of the original.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not. You can tell I'm not myself tonight. I'm just not completely Carol
there.
tonight. I don't know who I am.
But you,
but
but darling, you have beautiful red lipstick. I love
yes,
it.
that's because Courtney
Wait,
reminded me.
didn't Peter Sellers say that? You have a
No,
beautiful
that's
red
that's
lipstick.
all from my demented mind. You
Oh.
look amazing tonight.
Because somebody said that you have a beautiful like
Red
red
lipstick.
lips.
Yes,
I forgot what that movie's
to
from.
both your shirts, Gardner and Josh.
Anticipation.
Who shared it?
Rouge.
Rouge.
I don't know. No, I haven't seen that movie actually, Anna.
It's been years since I've seen it.
Can't stop.
It's called Moulin Rouge.
Anticipation. Yes.
Constipation. That's a great one. You could have a can with the lid open and just poop coming out a little bit.
Little poops. No, little poops in the can.
Little poop emojis popping out. Constipation.
I don't know.
A little booty pooping into the cans. Oh man, right into the glass jars.
Yeah, I like The Greatest Showman too.
What kind of poop, huh? The solid one, the runny one, the peanut butter kind. Like
I need to see The Greatest Showman. Do you know I have not seen that?
Greatest
The
Show on
corny
Earth.
kind.
I've seen it. I've been
No,
there.
the Greatest Showman. The Greatest
Have any-
Showman.
has any-
Two. Do you
Has
read his
anybody been
comments?
on? Has anybody seen Ringling Brothers and Barnum and Bailey Circus?
Yes, a couple times.
You've been? Wow. Okay, me too.
I think I went when
My
I was
dad
in
took me.
California.
I went like 4 or 5 years ago.
I went in New York back in the 90s. I'm glad I experienced
You
that
know
because
what
they
was
don't make it
funny?
anymore.
When I went this last time, it was the last time they actually had animals in it,
Oh.
and they had an elephant.
Yeah,
the
we saw the
was
elephants.
marching. You know how they do the dances and
Yeah.
all that stuff. The elephant was marching with them, and it totally took a big old poop, right? And there
Right
were women,
on.
girls. They were marching in like a line.
Oh
And I was
yes.
like, oh my god, she's totally gonna step in the elephant poop, because like they were all synchronized. So
Yeah.
I'm like,
Yeah,
there's
it's
no
cute.
way she's gonna go around it. She totally missed the poop. It was awesome.
Oh, that would have been
Very-
funny.
very
They're trained for.
smooth.
They're trained for that. Can you imagine the smell that comes out of that while you're behind it? We're in formation. Dun, 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 we're. Yeah.
They stink. I've been around.
And it's
them
not
and they
like
poop.
it's not like human poop.
bad.
Their poop's like the size of our heads. Like they're you
Plop,
know.
plop.
And when it hits, it's not even like a
Human
cow
head
pie. It's a freaking it's bad. And then sometimes they use their little tiny like tail, their little whip tails, and when they poop, they fan it.
Hi,
Oh, that's
David
cool.
Alden.
David Alden.
How you
Hiya.
doing?
They'll fan it, like especially hippos. Hippos, oh my god, when they go, their tail, they
David Alden's a clown. He just started his channel
Q,
on June
Q,
30th,
Q, you're a genius, you know?
2021.
I
How
didn't
you
know
doing,
smoking is
David?
bad for me. I didn't know smoking is bad for me. I'm glad you're here because you're smarter than I am.
David, we don't take no crapola in here. Just a
He's been in here
warning.
before, I think.
Yeah. Okay.
We got
I
an
hope so.
eyeball on him. Fishes.
Oh, we got eyeballs on him.
Label.
Got the
Boys.
balls on him.
I remember that Ringling Brothers. Oh, good times.
I've been. I think I've been to it a handful of times growing up and stuff. But
Yeah.
We took my nephew, maybe 5 or 6 years ago.
It's crazy. Sometimes I think about stuff in the past. I'm like, damn, I'm glad I did that. You know, because like the World Trade Centers, my dad and I went the day of the '93 bombing, and we didn't know. We were on our way when it happened, and we get there, and people are like, "You gotta turn around." Like, what the hell? Why? No. And we didn't know what happened because we're on the subway, we're on our way, and we didn't have cell phones and updated everything.
back then.
So we show up
Yeah.
and we're like, oh, the ground's on fire. Okay, well, we went back home. I think we came back like a week later when they reopened, and we went to the first floor, the basement. We saw the burnt McDonald's, and we went all the way to the very top of the World Trade Center. We got the top of the view, like we were one floor below the roof because the rooftop observatory was not open at the time. And my dad took a picture of me by that big bronze ball, that was in the courtyard.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You know, things like that. I remember we went to the Statue of Liberty, Empire State Building. I stopped the elevator on the Empire State Building, or not elevator, the escalator. But it's good memories, you know. It's like
Yeah.
I've been to
I-
New York City about 3 or 4 times.
it's good memories.
It's pretty cool.
We love you, Gardner Josh.
One
Gardner
thing I
Josh,
would
you're
love to
awesome.
do
Thank you.
that's on my bucket list is to visit Alcatraz.
I've always wanted to do that.
That
That's
is on my
cool.
bucket list. Like you have no idea. Like I
I
would
heard
just
they.
go-
I heard they got ghost tours and stuff like that in
That would be
Alcatraz.
amazing.
Oh yeah, yeah,
that
they
would be
do.
something Courtney would definitely
Oh,
want to
man.
do.
Sometimes it's
And I wouldn't.
they have it sometimes, and I say like in a blue moon, like maybe once or twice a year, where you can stay the night.
It'd be
No,
fun to go on a
no,
ghost
that's a
tour
bad
with,
place,
Sitches.
man. That's a bad,
I
bad
could just see you
place.
dragging me in and me like, no,
I'm
no,
a
no.
huge Alcatraz buff, man. It's like one of
You'll
those
be
things. Like
fine. No.
they've had
swear.
shows, they've had TV shows on there, where
Mhm.
the contestants try to escape Alcatraz, and they have like guards. They have like they don't bring it back to life, but it's just for the show they do, you know. So they have guards with flashlights, people walking around just like they used to back in the day, and you
Yeah.
would try to escape. And if you get caught, you start over from your cell. So there's a series of different points. So like if you make it out of your cell, you have to go to point B, and you get like a tool, and then from point B you go to point C, and you have to keep going. You have to keep
Mhm.
getting these clues and these tools and whatever to eventually be able to successfully escape. But if you get caught any way along those points, you start over from scratch, and the first team to escape wins, and they win like $10,000 or $20,000, whatever.
Hugh Jackman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
Oh,
a
Hedgehog's
huge.
having some problems with Hugh
I
Jackman.
don't know. I
Spell
believe in
check.
buildings that have got a lot of bad juju in them, man. And it's like I wouldn't go into the Colosseum in Rome. I'm just not going to set foot in there.
I watched an
Yeah.
episode on that a couple days ago.
What
It was-
about the thing they put in front of the Roman Colosseum when everybody was coming over there? The big
Oh,
old,
that devil statue?
yeah, that was creepy as heck.
It wasn't really a devil statue though. I think it was a
No, it was a god that they used to worship by burning their
it just
babies to
looked
death.
very
Yeah.
like
Yeah,
menacing,
that's why. I mean that building for centuries was murdering people for entertainment. I'm not going to
Yeah.
set
Here's-
foot
here's-
inside that place. I'm just
here's
not
a
going to do
question.
it. You know.
Let's see if
The
anybody knows
Fiamat,
this.
I think it was, or something like that.
See if anybody knows this answer. Does anybody know? I know the answer. That's what I want to see. Does anybody know why half of that Colosseum is gone?
Salvage.
I would assume it's an earthquake, but or
Yes.
they flooded it out.
It is earthquakes.
Hmm.
What happened is on that side of the Colosseum, it's more susceptible to earthquakes than the other side. They built it on some weird plateau. Yeah.
You know, everything that I
Over the
saw,
years, of course.
everything that I
Yeah.
saw in Rome, the most impressive thing I saw in Rome was the outer walls. My God, man.
How does the Pisa still stay up? Like the Leaning Tower of Pisa? How does
I'm
that
sure
even
now
I
it's
don't know.
reinforced. It has to be reinforced by now
It's
because
reinforced now, but I don't know.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but like for all those years, how did that thing
What-
not go? Bloop?
With the exterior walls around Rome, the
Mhm.
city is not that big, the ancient
Yeah.
city.
I've actually
My
seen
God, how long did it take to build that wall? It's
by
enormous.
hand, dude.
And it's hollow. It's full of kitchens and barracks and arrow shooting
that's-
slits. I was like, wow.
Those are things. Those are things on my life bucket list. I want to do. Like,
That and I
I
want
even though
see in France they have the starts with a C.
L'Arc de Triomphe.
No way, all the way up
It's
it?
underground. What is it?
Wow,
The
man,
catacombs.
Oh, the catacombs.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
See, ironically, I
Ooh.
want to go back to Europe, but I want to go back to visit. I want to see like my country, what it's like. Even though now it's, I don't want to say the word, but it's not how France used to be. France is not France
Yeah.
anymore. That's a
Mhm.
different subject. But I would like to go back. I want to visit Rome and visit just to see everything.
Oh, your
And-
wife would love you, man. You take her to Rome. It is so romantic.
It's just one of those buckets, like the Great Wall of China. I want to walk the whole wall. Like that's something I would love to do. You know, there's just so many
be
like
able to do all the walking.
Yeah, it's several thousand miles long.
Yeah, it's a lot of
It's
walking.
massive,
all
man.
of that.
Yeah.
Have a good night, Hedgehog
Like
Homestead.
when I
Thank
was
you for
younger.
coming in. Hanging
Did
out
you
with
Night
guys
us.
Hedgehog.
know? Did you guys know that during the construction of the Great Wall of China, people that were taking part in constructing it, when they fell off the
just
wall
died.
and died, and or people that died in general, they
Yeah, they
took their
threw 'em in there.
bodies and they
Mhm.
put them in the wall and used them as, you know, they buried them in there, like
Using them
inside the
as
wall.
fill.
There's
Yeah.
thousands of
Yeah.
thousands
Yeah.
and thousands of people that have died
Buried
they're in the
inside
wall.
that wall.
Mhm.
That's a
That's
crazy thing.
Well, that's
creepy
that's
knowledge.
that's kind of that's kind of how I feel about Alcatraz or any major prison. It's bad juju, man.
I don't
I'm
know.
kind of
I don't feel it. I don't.
I can't. I do. I feel
I
it,
do
and
too.
it's like, oh,
Alcatraz, maybe I'll feel differently when I'm there, but that's me, man. Old school mob, all you know, like all the stories that came out of Alcatraz, like the Birdman. You know, you got Al Capone, you got the three that escaped. You know that it's
Yeah.
there's so much, in my opinion, awesome history
Mhm.
that I want to go
I
there
would
for
love
that.
to see Tuscany. I would
You
love to
know?
see the countryside. Yeah. Anna's
That's nice
talking
too.
about. Yeah, the lost souls would bother me, Doc P.
yeah,
And the ones that
exactly.
were so tortured, like demonically and just
I don't
in
think
awful
about that.
ways.
I don't try to think about that.
Yeah, well, that's
Italy's
what I
actually
think.
Italy's
Yeah.
actually a pretty dry country. It's almost arid. It's very
Well,
dry.
it's like California in spots, like, isn't it? It's because they have Mediterranean climate. California has that
Yeah.
kind of Mediterranean
Mhm.
I think
climate.
further south you go in Italy, it is a Mediterranean climate, but once you get up more towards the mountains, I think it's
Yeah.
cooler and
I
it's
was
not
born
like
on.
that.
I was born on
But
the
like
Saint.
Sicily and stuff, it's very hot
Yeah,
there.
I was born south of France, southeastern, so like
Mhm.
Saint Raphael, um, Côte d'Azur.
Mhm. So like
I don't know if you know
province.
Saint Tropez. If you know Saint Tropez, I'm born like 5 minutes from there.
I know it is
So
the
it's
lotion, like
it's
back in the 70s, that my mom would put on that was orange
yeah.
and
Lotion.
smelled really good. It was
But
like a
I
gelée.
like
that's where I
It
was
was a
born.
gelée to lay in the sun with.
So
I like it
if
when
you
you say
went east
lotion.
a little bit, you would end up in Morocco, and then you would end up in Italy. It's just crazy because France is
I
smaller
think
than
Morocco
California.
would be a nice place to go.
France
Just
think
to
it's
people
see it.
beautiful.
Morocco
I
would
think
be.
a lot of
I
people
think.
actually vacation there.
people you know people during the whole thing last year with the whole, you know, virus, whatever. Um, people are like, "Oh, look at Italy! They shut down Italy." Da, da, da. I'm getting to something. People don't realize that Italy is smaller than California.
Yeah, it is.
France is smaller than California. Over there,
Yes.
it's easy to shut down quote unquote countries when the countries are smaller than the states that we
Mhm.
have here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's you know, it's amazing because my dad, you know, my dad most of his half his life he grew up there, he was born there and he grew up there, and he
Come
would tell
back
me like,
here.
oh, one day I'd grab my uncle, we'd get on the motorcycle, we'd go to Germany or we'd go to Spain, we'd go to Italy, you know, because you do 600 miles one way, you're in another country. Here you do
Mhm.
600 miles one way, you're in another state, but you're still in the
Mhm.
US.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
over there you're
Yeah.
literally hopping countries, you know, and
Yeah,
I
you
think
get
that's
train
so cool.
tickets to do that. I would think that's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would
It's
love
so
to do
cool to
that
be able to
to
just
see.
travel.
That's what
Mhm.
my brother-in-law, he travels for his work, and he's
Egypt, that's
British,
another place.
and he told me that I couldn't the size of the United States was staggering. He said
Yeah.
we're flying for 2 hours and we're still over one state. I know that just staggered him how big that place is. You know, this country is like, man. We flew over Spain in an
30
hour.
minutes. Oh, that's
Yeah,
okay.
if that, 40 minutes. Yeah,
I want
all
to
of
visit.
Spain. You know.
I want to visit Egypt too. That's on my the pyramids and the Sphinx and all that. Like, I want to set foot there. I don't know.
I would like to go see the Blue Mosque in Istanbul or Constantinople. I'd like to go see that.
I'd like to go to
Beautiful.
Chernobyl. I'd like to walk around. I'm just kidding.
Taste sample the dirt and stuff like that and see what it is.
Yeah, come back
Yeah.
with 6 fingers and 2 feet. You know.
Hmm.
Honestly, though, with all joking aside, I would love to visit Chernobyl. I really would. Like, all joking aside, like I would love to go
The
there
safe
and
part. Yeah,
Well, the whole thing, like in general, just to see the abandonment of such a country that,
because you can still go there and get radiation poisoning.
yeah, if I go
Yeah.
there, I'll die because the radiation will shut my thing off. But if I could go there, I would love to visit that. Like, if we could go in there safely, I think that would be so cool.
I would like to see the palace in St. Petersburg, Russia.
Yes.
I know a guy who went through it, and he said you know,
It's big.
the Russian Empire, their leaders were vicious and corrupt, and he said that apparently, you know, it's a big museum, it's huge, it's enormous, but the local people are very superstitious about that building because of so many people who were tortured to death and died in there. You
Yeah.
know, so that would be my. I'd like to see it, but it's that bad juju thing, you know.
I don't know.
I would like to see that too. That would be.
I love history stuff like that. Like, sometimes I watch a lot of World War II then and now stuff, and I see, like, I'll watch, like,
I have a weird obsession with Russia. I watch like anything and everything about Russia.
see, I'm like that with Germany and Russia too, and I'll watch their stuff and how it was in the 40s during the war, and then how it is now, and how they changed certain like top secret military locations, and it looks exactly the same, but it's now a hotel, or it's a, you know, it's a getaway for some, you know, and they show like the difference, what happened then and now. And I love that. I watch that, and I just, that whole, I don't know, there's something about it. I love then and now stuff. Even like during the war, during World War II, like in France, Poland, whatever. And when they show like the city streets, and you see like two German soldiers are like in the corner, and they're pinned down by, like, you know, Allied fire, and you see the tank in the distance, right? It's a black and white photo, but then they like superimpose the now photo, and you can still see the exact same building, but you can see how the streets change, the windows have been added, you know, but it's still the same, you know. It's
I went to a place like that. It's called Fort Santiago Intramuros. It's Spanish city in Manila. It's ancient.
Santiago.
And when the U.S. came across the Pasig River that's where the Japanese were taking refuge, was in Fort Santiago. I can see old videos of Allied soldiers running across the bridges, and I'm like, my God, I'm standing in the same place these
right
guys
there.
were.
Isn't
and
that
there's
trip?
bullet holes everywhere.
And big
That's how
ones.
I felt when I was in Gettysburg.
Oh, you've been there? I would like to
That
see
we
that.
honeymooned there.
That's
really?
awesome.
Okay. That's cool, man.
It's
That's
just
something that
all the old buildings and stuff, and like you can still see like the holes, like bullet holes.
Civil War bullet holes.
Yeah,
like,
in the
how
buildings
crazy
still.
cool is that?
Yeah, it's just it's cool, and the town is so cool. It's just a really neat place to be.
There's one point in Fort Santiago that was the Japanese last stand in Manila, and they dug up these solid steel cannon projectiles. They're gigantic. They're 9 inches in diameter and 28 inches long. I measured them. Now get this, General MacArthur was an absolute military genius. He trapped them in that fort because he knew exactly where they were going to go. He had those gigantic solid steel projectiles made 2 years in advance to the invasion of the Philippines.
Wow.
They sat on the other side of the Pasig River with those giant steel projectiles and blew those like 30-foot thick stone walls right to pieces. And he knew exactly where they were going to retreat, and he was absolutely right. You know, it's like, man, the guy was a genius.
Yeah. That's another thing, Bob, that I'm like, that's another one of my fetishes is metal detecting, like World War II history.
Yeah.
I mean, there's fetish, it's kind of weird.
I love to do that. I watch these YouTube videos. And these people dig up like, you know, anything and everything from like Russia, German, America, Soviet, like, you know, Polish, like, and they come up with these things on the ground, like, you know, most of the time it's shell casings, but sometimes you'll find like dishes, you know, you'll find like Luftwaffe dishes, you'll find like allied like ration, like the aluminum pans that they eat. Like it's all kinds of stuff. It's just how cool is that, man? Like
I came across a video here on YouTube. They're still uncovering bunkers
oh
around the
yeah,
city of Stalingrad. And
underground.
oh man, they were pulling out of their Mauser K98 rifles, MG42s,
There's
belts
one.
of ammunition, and oh my God.
There's a Russian channel. There's two guys. There's two channels. They're Russian. They speak Russian. I don't understand a word, but they dub it in English. But they, dude, the things they pull out, I almost feel like it's like staged, because the things they pull out of there, 90% of the time are like in so great condition. They pull out ammo boxes. They pull out like drums. They pull out full-on rifles, like all kinds of stuff, and they're clean because they're underwater. A lot of times they just go underwater in like these ponds and they just start digging with their feet,
Oh yeah.
and they start pulling stuff. Absolutely amazing, like the stuff they come out of there. Yeah, it's crazy. They find mortars. They find
Yeah.
all kinds of stuff still in the boxes, unused, like flash grenades. They all kinds of stuff. Yeah,
Oh,
I love
wow.
that. That's history, man. Like if I saw all that stuff, my goodness, I'd keep it all.
Yeah, my dad saved a lot of stuff when he was in World War II. I showed his uniform and I showed 2 videos of where he traveled before the war and after the war. But there's still more. He saved
I'm not laughing at
everything.
you. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
What year? I wasn't.
Quirky.
Oh my gosh.
Yes, Bob.
I like it when you whisper like that.
What happened?
Shh.
The penis has spoken.
Are you sure the kids are sleeping? Are you sure?
Shh. Shh. This is the awkward.
He's running around upstairs by himself.
Uh-oh.
Be very, 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 very unhappy.
Be very careful. Very careful. This is the awkward part of the stream.
You said you called me fetishes.
Yes.
Yes. Freaking weird.
Now, let's see you just drop them pants. Just take them right off.
Go ahead, Viper.
All right.
Go ahead, Viper.
Go ahead, Viper.
Hey, I'll do it if you do it.
Support for that. We'll
Tonight
connect
we're
you.
giving away Viper's pants again.
No, we're not. Absolutely
Oh.
not.
No thanks. No,
Actually, I
no.
got a pair of camo shorts, military shorts that I have, like camo shorts here that
Oh my god.
I'm gonna throw away because they have a
There we
hole in the
go.
back.
Okay, who wants Viper's shorts?
It has
No.
a hole on the back, so
No.
Nice.
the
no,
pocket.
Perfect for
no,
pooping.
no.
Yep.
Or other
Easy
actual
access.
activities. Yes.
He'll mail them to you in the mail.
Yeah,
They may
mail
be
them to you in the
clean, they may
mail.
not be.
Who?
Oh.
Anna, you're not wearing pants?
I saw that. I wrote LOL.
You're gonna
Oh my
freak Bob.
God.
Stop it.
Yeah, you're gonna make me bust blood vessels.
Work on
You
your
know.
Josh.
Okay. See the veins in his head.
really weird now.
Bub.
Viper, did that guy finally give up the other night? What guy?
Oh yeah, the guy in the chase.
We have no idea, dude. Courtney
Oh.
and I watched it. We don't know.
Wait.
No, not Courtney.
I watched it.
It was
Courtney
with
went
you.
to bed. Yeah,
Yeah,
we watched
Courtney
it for
left
a little
and,
bit longer.
and yeah, you and I watched it, and then
This guy
what
still
happened?
was-
Remember? No,
He
the
was still
news
hanging
flew
on.
off.
Yeah.
Mm.
The news flew off, and I'm sure he gave up. That's typical California for you. They do all this crazy, stupid nonsense and drive and crash and stand off this and meh, 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 and then they just pull over and give up.
Yeah.
And then you're gonna drive.
I
all
didn't
the boys
understand
crazy.
that. They just
It's
kept
like it's like going to war for like a week, and then you're like, I surrender.
We
Like,
can.
Like 15 minutes of fame, I think. You know.
yeah, that's all it
I'm a
is.
little naughty. You're coming in real late.
But that guy was on something, Bob. He was like, he was like
Oh,
Yeah.
completely. They kept
Oh, he
throwing
was.
bomb or not bomb. What were they? Smoke things at
the
him.
smoke, the pepper balls, yeah, and then they shot a lot, and they were smoking up the car, and he just opened the window, yelling at him, like he airing it out, and then he would close it again. They would shoot some more in. It was
Hey
ridiculous.
Kim, thank you for joining the chat.
Okay.
He's not really a dirty old man, guys. Come on.
No.
Bob's cool.
No.
He's just playing.
Just keeping everything moving. That's all.
Keeping
Who said I'm a
everything
jerk?
moving.
Little birdie, I saw you were able to put up a picture. That was good. You were saying that you weren't going to the other night, so that's good you did it.
What, 3 buttons where? No, I don't. Maybe you want me to. Anna, do you want me to take the buttons out? Hmm? I do take requests for cash. Send the cash to Courtney.
Hey, that's when it becomes legal. That's be careful with that. Because now
Oh.
now there is a it's not bribery, but what is it called? A legal transaction
Oh,
transfer of finances or something like that for a service.
yeah. I suppose it. Yeah. No, actually, I'm crazy,
Let's
but
wait a little bit,
very,
Partner George.
very loyal to my missus.
Right.
She's my missus sexy.
I told my wife I'd break up with you before I cheat on you.
Aw, Kim, that's so sweet.
I mean, it's true. Why am I gonna risk all that nonsense for what? You know, like
Yeah, it's too much drama, dude. It's like crazy.
I'm so lucky and blessed to have what I have. It's like I thought about it. I'm like, okay, let's say just hypothetically, like, okay, I cheat on her, I find someone else, and then she leaves me, and then this other girl's like, oh, you were married? Yeah. She leaves me. Now I'm by myself. Everything collapsed. There goes that. You know what I mean? It's not
I
worth
get you.
it. It's not worth it.
I actually tease my wife about that quite a bit. Sometimes she'll get to come home a little bit early and, hon, you just missed. There was 2 of them here. You just missed them by 3 minutes.
Oh, I do that sometimes with my wife. There'll be another girl walking, or I'm like, damn, right in front of. She doesn't care. She knows I'm.
Mine doesn't either.
She doesn't care.
Baby, look at that! Look at that! Wow!
And
What
then
are you?
sometimes we're walking, and then there will be a guy jogging that passes us. So I'll cover her eyes. Just-
I signed my wife quite frequently text messages like, hon, number 4 girlfriend won't leave. She needs more money. I need some more cash.
There's a trend, Bob. There's a trend going on now. It's they do those stupid challenges all the time. There's a trend going on now where it's when your girlfriend's wife, whatever, leaves the house, you immediately text her like 5 seconds later, okay, she's gone. You can come now. But
I've done that. I've done that.
Yeah.
Done that. Yeah, I have. I've done that too.
And
yeah.
she comes running back in. Who are you texting?
No. I've done that kind of stuff so many times. She just laughs about it.
Yeah, she knows. She knows.
Yeah, she knows. I'm just here by myself.
That's the thing. The last of the good generation. Honestly, I think our generation, even yours, like Courtney, because we're from the same generation. I think we're the last good one. I think after us became the millennials. From there on, it's like they don't know. It's not the same. It'll never be the same unless they're raised correctly by their parents.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah, a lot of kids now are just like entitled brats.
Yeah, they expect everything handed to them.
They'll learn life lessons. They will
Big
learn.
Time. Yep. I used to say that in high school a lot of times. Like, they don't teach you how to write a check, balance a checkbook, savings account, credit card bills. They teach you all this other stuff, which is great. I love learning about history and stuff. But when are you gonna use like algebra? Like they teach you a bunch of stuff, but it's like they don't teach you real life problems. They don't teach you how to deal with that anymore.
Yeah, they kind of target towards engineering or something like that.
What do you want to do when you grow up, kind of stuff?
Yeah. I was kind of like, come what may. We'll see what happens. Come what
Exactly.
may.
And regardless of what it is, Bob, like even if you like studied history and you became a historian, you still have to deal with life's problems. You got to pay rent, mortgage. You still got to save money.
Exactly.
You got bills, food, stuff like that. They don't teach you that stuff.
Yeah, you got a good steady job going on for a while, and you get laid off, and then
what do you do?
You got to go find another job.
No, they don't teach you that. They don't teach you that. Jobs are handed to you for free. You know what I mean?
It seems like most public schools is targeted to just the few who are going to move on to major universities.
Yeah.
And the rest of it is like, you guys are on your own.
Yeah. Unless, like, again, even some people, they went to trade school. Like me, I went to a trade school. I got a graphic computer design degree, and in a trade school. I didn't go to the $50,000 college.
And I do tell my wife about that. I do. You know how I start every morning, every single morning with her. Every morning, a nice, warm, long, loving hug. Every morning.
That's awesome.
And then when we go to bed, sometimes I'll be late. Sometimes I'll go to bed with her. Every night, her hand will come out, and we'll lay there together and hold hands, or she'll roll over and throw her arm over my chest. Every night, and many times when she comes home from work, it is, and I love it. I absolutely adore her. I tell her she's beautiful all the time, man. I love my wife, man.
I don't.
But,
I'm just kidding.
I've told her about 1,000,000 times, I don't like you.
I love
don't
you.
like you. No, you're fired, Mrs. I tell her all that kind of stuff. Hon, you'll starve to death. Go sit down.
She's like, no way. I've been there, done that. I know how to survive. I'm good.
Yeah.
You're on your own, Bob. Barbarino.
No, it's just part of that's how I tell somebody that I like them and appreciate them. I don't like you. You're fired. You're out of here. Get out.
My friend that passed away. Go ahead.
Well, many times when she comes home, and I'll sit on the couch next to her, and I've got the lotion, the Jergens lotion, and I'll massage her hands while we talk about her day. I love her. She's the best. Dude, I traveled the freaking world and waited for 4 years for her.
That's dedication.
Yes, it is.
My friend that passed away, he used to call people punk ass if he liked you. If he really liked you and tried, Bob, stop doing that, you punk ass. That would be like a good thing,
Yeah, or biatch or something like that. Yeah, it was pretty common back in my days too.
Punk ass. I miss his punk ass.
You have to be 18 or older for this chat. Why? Because I start the morning with a hug. That's the kind of stuff that teenagers need to hear. That there is true, real love.
You want to know something?
No, not that. Just for the chat in general.
Oh,
I saw an age limit on the chat, and
gotcha.
Alden said he was 13 years old.
Ooh.
What?
That explains the.
There's
at 2 o'clock in the morning.
You triggered fishes.
No. I had gotten a text. I was just answering.
I was thinking about that from time to time. Like recently, I was thinking like when I was
fishes, check the private.
When I was getting to know my wife, and we were just boyfriend girlfriend kind of deal, and I would always look forward to giving her a kiss goodbye. Like And when I gave her a kiss goodbye, and I would drop her off at home, give her a kiss goodbye, and go home. I'm like, she kissed me. I would be so happy to get a kiss from her, and just to go home with that. I would that made my day, man.
When you could smell her in your clothes.
Yes.
I dig it, man.
Or you smell her on the pillows,
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah.
I totally get
God. And now it's just like kissing every day. It's like, okay, see you later. Bye. Love you. It's like, it's just second nature, but at the same time, it's, I don't take it for granted.
That's why you got to mix it up, man.
Yeah.
When whatever she's doing, just like take the book out of her hand, set it down, and just give her a long, passionate smooch, man. Oh, you bet I do. Wow, what's that all about? Well, I was just missing my girlfriend, and you're the only one near me.
When you don't do that, then they start questioning it.
Yeah, exactly.
What are you guys up to here? I know something's going on.
These women are doing something, man. I'm not sure.
Yeah, you saw that too. We caught that. I'm like, what is going on?
They're probably on Facebook or personal messages or something off.
Courtney, you had well, I'm not gonna say anything because they might give it back.
Oh, Duck P. Yes, I'm okay. And
hey Bob, there is a grey door behind you on the wall of the room.
It is the circuit breaker.
Don't pull that cord. God.
Yeah, circuit breakers. That's all it is.
Saka-baka. Oh, no.
Mhm. Sacre bleu. Mhm.
It was the weirdest thing yesterday. We had a brownout. It took out like half of my house while I'm standing under lights. It was the strangest thing. Took out all the Wi-Fi, the Xfinity, everything on that side
Oh
of
shoot!
my house.
Here's Mrs. I'm gonna
That's
mute
weird.
my. Just a minute. Yeah, just a second, hon. I'm on broadcast. I'm gonna mute.
Here we go. We're back.
And we're back.
I lost my headphones died. I was ignoring the beeping for so long, and it just went doo doo doo. And then Courtney was talking. All I saw was her mouth moving.
He's snoring.
Watch. Look at Bob. Look at Bob. Just watch Bob.
Don't we love her?
Oh, hey, baby. Hey, what? I'm gonna. Hey.
Hey, I'm not doing
Yeah.
anything. What are you doing, babe? Got me a Big Mac? Got me a Big Mac. I'm your
Sounds
Mac
like.
Daddy.
Oh yeah, over there the door's closing. So. you know.
Yeah, yeah. No, tonight you got me a Jacques in the box. The
Oh,
deluxe.
Jacques in the box.
Jacques in the box.
Are you her Jack in her box?
I am. You bet I am.
You said.
Where's some soap? We need to give that to
Well, go wash his mouth out. You know.
We need
Hey,
to wash that.
I wasn't meaning it that way.
Okay.
Naughty, naughty.
Comes from the one that says, "I'm your Big Mac."
Que sera, sera.
Que sera, sera.
Margarita.
My dad says that a lot. Que sera, sera.
Magadam sauerkraut.
Oh, you're in Alabama. You should hook up with Deep South.
Alabama?
Alabama?
Deep South Homestead, little birdie.
Alabama. I'll tell you what, I'm from Alabama, soon to be in Tennessee from California. California. Hi.
You betcha. You bet we are.
Yeah, I'm gonna wait till she puts her jacket down in her purse, and yeah, she's taking her jacket off. And, I'm gonna go in there and thank her for the jumbo jack in my own way.
Oh my god.
He's waiting for the time to strike. Look at him. He's looking. He's looking. He's looking.
Yeah, I am. I'm watching the cams inside the house. Yeah. Yeah, she just took her 9 off and put it down on her desk.
That's funny. I have cams too.
I took them off the out.
Her knife.
I took them off the outside of the house and I put them in so I could watch the windows and doors.
Yeah. I need to get another screen, but it's one of those things. It's like, I want to get another screen for that. I want to have like my multiple screen setup thing, but the thing is like, I don't have space here, and I know once I move out and have my house, then I'll have space. Because I'd love to have the screen with just that on constantly.
Yeah, she's sitting at the dinner table, just patiently waiting for me. She knows I'll be in soon.
Where is my bub?
I'll give her a big old beer smelling mooch on the mouth. You stink like beer.
Where is my bub?
Mm-hmm. She's chilling. She's chilling now. Feet up on the chair. Yeah, got her texting her, probably talking to her sister in England.
Bub says he has girlfriends. Well, I have boyfriends, so haha.
I'm gonna get rid of you real quick. He does not like that.
No, I don't like that. I got one over just down the street, man. What a freak.
One is enough.
Yeah.
Right.
To plant in the backyard underneath some very rare flower.
You said it. I didn't.
Endangered species.
And it's gonna be like in the country when somebody gets shot for trespassing and buried. Did you guys hear something last night? No.
Nope.
No idea what you're talking about, dude. Sorry.
Sound asleep. No clue.
But a month later, you have these nice petunias growing.
Yeah, a good old Douglas fir tree is really growing fast.
Yeah, man. What made you name him Douglas? That's the same name as the guy that went missing a couple months ago.
I don't want to do nothing screwing up my expat, be able to go overseas, man. Just,
Yeah, for sure.
you
Stay
know,
stay on the
nothing,
stay on
nothing.
stay on the free and
Exactly.
clear, and once you're out, you're out. Stay positive the whole way
You
out.
got it.
And
You
then once
got
you're
it.
out there, then yeah, you can do it.
Well,
The
he
day
doesn't
that I-
have to. He has a plan already. We know his plan.
Well, the day that I posted that video of that freak standing right over there, you know, and that was one of the few times that my brother-in-law commented on one of my videos. He goes, "Stay calm, bro," because he knows my skills and he knows what I'm capable of doing. And he just says, "Bro, stay calm," you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, he doesn't want you to risk all the good stuff just for that.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah.
No
Dancing-
news yet, Courtney. Damn it.
Dancing in the streets and stuff.
No news
Later,
yet.
guys. Later, guys. I'm gonna
Okay.
go
All right,
give some
Bob.
love
Okay,
and
Bob.
attention.
Say hi to your
Peace out.
wifey.
Hi, Bob.
I will.
Have a good
I
one,
will.
Bob.
Have a good
Later.
night. Have fun, buddy.
Tell her we still want to learn the sticks.
Put down the sticks, hon. I'm just joking about the girlfriends. I'm joking. Stop it. Stop it. Ow, that hurt.
and then he's gonna be like, I like it. Do it some more.
You ever thought about adding some bungee cords to this? You know, that might be kind of different. Later.
Later, Bob.
Bye.
Good night.
Later.
Night.
And then there was 3. I'm supporting you too.
You're feeling us up, and you better stop it, or we're going to smack you.
See, I wasn't doing that, but I mean, if you want,
Feeling fishes.
That was Bob that one night.
yeah, because I'm off center, so if I'd have to come more this way.
You're getting a little side boob from
Yeah, I'm trying to reach
Court and right under
side
me.
boob.
That's what we need. When to get the cut of that shirt, where it should be called side boob. That one.
Do you like it there,
That
or
one
want
cut.
to move? I'm sorry, Kim. I didn't see your message earlier. I don't know where you are asking me. Do I like it there or want to move? I don't understand.
Where is you?
Oh,
or
sorry,
Q?
Q Kitchen Beyond. Come to Tennessee and be my neighbor. Oh, you're in Tennessee too, Kim. Come on.
I think Kim was the one who was
Wait,
in Tennessee
yes.
you were talking to last night.
Yes, that's right. That's right. I get that confused.
Little birdie, though, your picture that you posted as your, icon, you look fine.
Heaven's essentials. Bob contaminated you, Carol.
Yeah, that picture was blurry of the one before your accident. I saw it. Yes, he did. He did contaminate me because he did it first. He kept trying to do stuff to us, Julie.
Yeah, I was saying, Courtney, no answer yet. No. Nothing yet.
Man.
This one I'm a little worried because that seller agent's very sleepy if there even is one. But
Yeah, that's super sleepy because they were supposed to get back within 48 hours, right? Is what your dad
yeah,
said.
well they just posted they just submitted it because what happened arriving Wednesday. Yes. Wait, what? Oh, July 14. No. What happened is they submitted the offer, but it was a signed offer, like paper, they had to manually sign it and send it back. Then they had to electronically sign as well. So they had to redo that, resubmit that. But apparently my dad's agent already submitted everything.
Oh, okay.
So
Yeah, as long as when they see a like quote unquote real offer, then they'll probably give you a response.
Yeah. So that was my dad told me that yesterday. So I don't know.
Hey, does anybody know what causes like a canker that's right on the tip of the tongue? Is it you're too acid? Is that what it
Canker?
is?
What does that mean?
It's a canker, like a little sore on the tip of your tongue. Like
Oh, I
sometimes
get
when you
that.
bite. Yeah. My
mine
daughter
is
just
usually
had one, and now I have one right on the tip of my tongue. I'm like, what the heck?
I don't know if it's something you ate or if it's you
Yeah.
just biting your tongue without
Maybe
you
in
knowing.
my sleep.
Yeah, because I get those sometimes and I can feel it, and I like to put pressure on it because it hurts, but it feels good. If that makes any sense.
Oh, they were asking if I think he said Stock P. This time you guys sent Ernest money, right? To show them that you're serious or whatever.
FYI,
Oh, that's
Doc P
been
is
done.
a realtor.
That's been done. Yeah,
Doc P is realtor.
we sent the earnest money. We sent the offer. We signed documents. Everything. Now it's just a matter of waiting for the seller's agent to show signs of life on his end,
Yeah.
and hopefully the seller accepts the offer.
Gosh, Doc P, I wish you were in Florida.
My dad put $5,000 less than what the house is being asked.
Thanks, Kim.
So the good news is that we have, even though we submitted an offer that was $5,000 less than what the asking price is, our loan does cover up to $10,000 more than what the listing is for.
So you're
So
gonna want
if
some set aside if you can.
exactly, so if the seller's like, nah, I don't want that, I want this, we can do that.
Yeah, Heavens. He's trying to leave Cali. He's trying to move to Tennessee.
I've been trying. Oh my god, it's only been serious this past year, like really serious. The past 4 years, 5 years, we've been like getting all the paperwork and everything. You know, my dad's stuff, Social Security. I got saved my money, and then the past year and a half was like
Yeah, Gardner Josh, that's a good
everybody,
idea
the whole country
for
shut
him
down.
to vlog it.
Oh, I'm definitely doing it. The day I get that phone call from my dad, all right, we're moving. It's official. We got the house. I am starting videos like you have no clue. It's going to be content like crazy. And then on top of that, this apartment's going to be packed in like 24, 48 hours. I'm
Yeah,
ready
we
to
hope it
go.
will.
I have saved all the boxes from everything. So everything has its own spot. My computer case has the box for it. Like everything has its own place.
To West Virginia from Florida? Wow. That's City Girl Country Heart saying her stepdaughter and her family are moving up to what? It's beautiful. I mean, in spite of all the ways people make fun of West Virginia, it's a gorgeous state.
I
from
like
what
West
I've
Virginia.
seen.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, even
Kim says Kingport wants you, Viper.
Kingsport wants me?
Kingsport.
Oh, Kingsport.
Yeah.
I thought it said King Kim.
Oh, okay.
I'm like, okay, Kim. I mean, I'll be there shortly, but yeah, Kingport does. And another thing, I wouldn't say I'm very spiritual, but I'm very like, I listen to signs a lot, and when I have dreams, and I have specific things in dreams that I remember, I find out the meaning of it. The other night I had a dream. I had a dream where we were running away somewhere. I don't know what. We were in like this open field, and there were tigers chasing us. A bunch of tigers, like. And I remember one tiger tried to come through a door, and I closed the door on the tiger because I was scared. And I found out that tiger dreams meaning is an embodiment of freedom, power, intuitive understanding, strength, courage, optimism, free spirit, and protection. It appears to be a serious and ferocious animal that represents deeper emotions. But I've had dreams of that. I've had dreams of eagles. Like I pay attention to these things. And because
I don't know where that is.
I've noticed life-changing events in my life based on my dreams. When I was going to graduate from high school, I had a dream like a week prior that I had graduated, and then my whole life kind of like took off.
Mm-hmm.
And literally a week later, I already knew I was going to. A week later, I did. And ever since that dream, I started paying attention in my life to the dreams I have. What is consisting of these dreams? And I try to find the meaning of it. You never know.
No, usually some of that was biblical. You would have people that were able to interpret dreams, but
Yeah,
on both
yeah.
sides, they could interpret it for good or evil. And sometimes even the good interpretation sounded evil, like when Joseph did that for the Pharaoh, but he actually saved nations because of the right interpretation. Oh, it's between Clearwater and St. Pete's. Gosh, why I haven't heard of Reddington Beach before. That's so weird.
Yeah.
Oh shoot, hold on, my mom
like
wants
Clearwater.
me.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, Gardner Josh, don't send me pictures of food. I'm starving.
Hey, Courtney, check this out. Look at me.
Okay, what is that? Mac and cheese?
Yeah, I
It
said
looks like soup.
don't send pictures of food, so I was just showing you that. Yeah. I don't know. It's my having my job now has kind of calmed my nerves and calmed my patience on this because now I don't think about it as much as when I used to. I was really impatient to get out of here like the past like 6 months. I was really like on my dad's behind, like what's going on with this? What is going on? Do you need this? Do you need help? Why aren't you going over there? I was like, what's going on? Because I had nothing else better to do with my life. But it's calmed
Yeah.
down a bit, but it's still in the back of my mind. And at this point now, I'm very like anxious to go, not so much
Yeah.
impatient. I'm more anxious. I we just had my dad's birthday a few days ago, and I told him, I said, I really want to have this house for us,
Yeah.
I really want to have this project with my dad, like deep down in my mind, in my head, I want to have this because it's going to be one of the biggest memories I have with him, you know what I mean? And my mom, of course, you know? And I want to have this house just to have some memento and to be able to rebuild and refurnish the house how my dad and I want it, and have my
Yeah.
my mom and my wife can have the garden in the back, and yeah, time is of the essence. Time is precious and time is my enemy, as I always say. Time is my enemy. It's true.
I understand. Viper, you will get those things. Just have to be patient. I have a good feeling that all will go through for you all. Oh,
I hope
see,
so,
girl,
City
you're
Girl.
so sweet. You have such a good heart.
Yep. Wait, no, I didn't want. Okay.
Ouch. Totally whacked my elbow.
I heard it. I wasn't seeing it because I was watching the side chat. Oh wait, I get to see it on the side chat because there's a delay. Hang on. I saw it. I love it. I love that there's a delay and I can see it. Like I haven't flown my drone in so long. Like,
It
yeah,
needs to get out there and do it.
I can't.
My
in the
mom wanted
beginnings.
her chips. She's like, don't I have a bag of those things out there? I look
What are
like
we
my
gonna
hair's all
do?
messed up, like I just went for a quickie or something. What? Oh, you're just going to be silent? Well, I'm eating cherries, and they're delicious. They're organic.
Do they have seeds
Ooh.
in them?
They
Mm-hmm.
have bugs in them?
Nice.
Possibly, since they're organic. And rinse them off. A little
Like
extra
those,
protein.
like that strawberry inside salt water or whatever it is. And
I love
those.
cherries. My
Oh,
favorite.
So gross.
ugh. I want to try it, but at the same time, I don't want to because I don't want to ruin my
Mm-hmm.
strawberry buying experience.
Right?
Because I'm afraid if I see anything with legs crawling out of that swimming around, I'm never buying strawberries again. Ever.
Yeah. I understand.
Like, I saw that and I was like, there's no way. Like, there's no way. And it sure as happens.
What am I missing?
All right, y'all. I love you all out there in the chat, but I'm gonna have to end it because it's 2:30 and almost 2:30 in the morning here.
Yeah, yeah.
I appreciate you all for being here. Thank you for being there for my Bob interview. If you haven't seen it, go back and watch it because it was like really good. He had
That
some
was an
really
awesome one.
good stuff going on. Next week I don't have anything, but I'm still up in the air because my husband's having surgery, so I don't know if there's going to be a late night or anything like that. I have no idea. Later
Could be
on the
midday.
week, I'm talking to a few people, so I'm thinking Cajun Hydroponics. There's a few people up in that want to be on my show. So if you know of anybody that wants to be on the show, message me, widefamilyfarm@gmail.com. I would love to have you on the show and do an
Wide
interview.
family
It'd be great.
fun.
And yeah, I got a couple more videos coming out. I think next week I'm just gonna do straight videos. I'm not sure yet. So, but yeah, thanks for being here, and y'all have a good night, and we'll see you next live. Bye-bye.
Good
Bye, everyone.
night. Bye. Later, everyone.
Bye bye.
Fart,
See you later.
poop.
Oh. I forgot.
Poop troop.
Poop drop.
Troop. Unite. Form of.